Happy birthday, Kylie. Hope you have a great day. And, love you lots.
Happy birthday, mate. Thank you for doing everything you do for us as well. And, I hope you've had a great day. And I'll catch up with you on Thursday.
Happy birthday, Kylie. The show and the world just would not be the same without you around. So we love and appreciate you very much. So I hope you have the best birthday ever. And, go the Panthers.
Happy birthday, Kylie. Hope everything went well. Hope Smither looks after you today and tonight.
Giggity.
All the best.
Happy birthday, Kylie. Beware of Smither's presence. It can only
Just
be
presents.
bad. And make sure you share the cake.
Happy birthday, Kylie. Thank you for everything you do for the show and as a friend. Thank you.
Hey Kylie, it's Romy here. I know you're about to turn 44 in a couple of days. I'm here to wish you a massive happy birthday. Hope it's a great time with family and friends. And I know, I don't know if you've recently come out of surgery or not, but I'll keep you in my prayers. Hopefully all works out well and you'll be back on your 2 feet in no time. Peace, big love.
Hey Kylie, just Brody Jones here. Just like to wish you a happy birthday for tomorrow. Heard you've been doing a bit tough lately, and hopefully you're recovering well and you're doing good, and hopefully the big fella looks after you and treats you good tomorrow. Cheers, bye.
Hey Kylie, it's Liam Martin here. I just wanted to send you a quick video just wishing you a massive happy birthday. I hope you have the best day with your friends and family and that you're getting spoiled. I also want to thank you for your support. It really does mean a lot to myself and the rest of the boys at Penrith to have people like you supporting us. I heard you're all set to go to Bathurst and unfortunately had that appendicitis. I do know that we play in Newcastle later in the year, so fingers crossed you get to that game. If you do, I'd love to come over and say hello and meet you. Until then, thank you for your support. Once again, have a great day. Take care. Cheers.
All right, guys, welcome back for another edition of Nighttime. And joining us, back again, Gaz.
Yeah.
Floody boy Gary.
Yeah, I had to slip between my toes. I was starting to get webbed feet.
Rumour has it that you actually your boat may have had some trouble down at the boat ramp. Is that correct?
Yes, I gave it to Corey and he just overloaded it with chunkies,
What about the boat?
Yes, that too.
Fair enough. I'll come back to you. Corey?
All right.
How are you, Chunks?
Very well. How are you?
Haircut.
Yeah. Had to be done.
Another
Fair
one
enough.
coming too.
You're getting another one on the weekend as well.
Yeah, get a mini mo or whatever we're going to do.
Mini Mo. We'll leave that up to the punters to decide.
Right.
Mark.
And switching seats.
Switching seats. And just before we go any further too quickly, Mark's been a really big help for us behind the scenes a lot of late too. So he's always puts his hand up to sit out for the night. So we're just on air, we're telling you, you're not sitting out anymore. You're a big part of the show and part of the family, and we've all talked about it. And you're cemented in.
That's what happens when you arrive late.
Anyway, back we've got Marchie in the Smitter Lounge tonight. Back again. Another bit of the furniture too.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks now.
So if he's the chair, what are you? The stool?
The stool.
They go hand in hand, you know. I could have said a different word, but I won't. That's him.
He likes stools, doesn't he?
Yeah. You like the other word. Anyway. And back to somebody else tonight. And yes, I will get in trouble, but I am making it all about you. It's someone's birthday today. And
Yours?
No.
I
Someone's
knew I shouldn't have turned up.
Too bad. Yeah, you live here. Someone's had a bit of a rough couple of weeks. I've done my best to cheer her up, but we've got something a little special for you, thanks to Mark and his wife. And want to bring it on?
Oh, she's shy.
Do you want to do the honours? So, I every year I try to make this show special for you. That's just our way also of, our appreciation from everyone as well to how much you do for us. So we might get a hand there. Someone want to give her a hand? I'll ask Chris.
Not Chris. No, don't get Chris.
Yeah, well,
God.
Poor Chris.
Chris will drop it.
Oh, God, no, you're giving it to Chris.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
No.
On the table.
So much concentration in his face.
Have a look at that.
Oh, wow.
But wait, there's more.
Did you make that?
Yes, I did.
Kate?
Yeah,
Made
Kate
it.
made it.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, we got to get some. Yeah.
How do you want to film this?
Yeah. Do you want to film it while we're
Is
doing it,
Brian
Roger?
Toll going to pop out? I'd
Who's
be
older?
stoked. I'd be
Who's older?
stoked.
Someone gave it away.
It is a big cake.
Yeah.
Smitty was trying to get it. Was going to do it.
He'd
All
get
right.
one toe in there.
Then it would be a oh. All right, here we go.
That was sick. Very.
Oh, it's mint, eh? That's that. That may be mint. I haven't tried it yet. I'm full of jokes tonight.
Definitely not mint.
Oh, here we go.
I don't like mint.
Who said you're having any?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kylie. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip. Hip hip.
Hip hip.
Hip hip.
Hip hip.
All right. Yeah, keep it on the top. All right, guys, welcome back. Oh, beautiful, beautiful cake. That was beautiful, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So
Yes,
beautiful,
thank
it was
you,
funny.
Kate.
Yeah. Thanks, Kate. It was absolutely beautiful. So we'll have a little thing up there anyway for Kate's cakes. Yeah, check them out. Absolutely beautiful.
Paranoid that my teeth are black now.
They are.
Yeah, no, that's why I was looking at mine. That's why I stopped. I'm putting out of yours black, one of mine.
Everyone will be wondering what's black.
Oh, anyway,
Show us your tongue.
no. Show us yours, Brown.
Chunky.
Anyway, let's dive straight into it. It's time for the NRL news, and the NRL news is brought to you by our great mates at Hip Pocket Workwear.
The NRL are reportedly considering taking a State of Origin game overseas to Eden Park in New Zealand.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Yes to me.
I mean, they deserve, but they're not a part of Origin, if you know what I mean. Like, I'm all for NRL games
in
etc.
Australia.
I just think maybe Origin should be Queensland. Okay, the decider, you could take it there, but I don't know. I just think it should be Queensland, New South Wales.
Like it always has been.
I do
Yeah.
agree because it's a bit inconvenient them having the second one in Perth. That's all the way over the other side of the country.
Yeah, but if they're going to
not
bring the other team in, the Bears, is it?
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
But again, it's New South Wales and Queensland.
Queensland.
It's not
100%.
New South Wales, Queensland, and Perth.
But the problem is you've got a lot of New South Wales and Queensland people living over there.
yeah, 100%.
They've
That's the issue.
also tried Adelaide too.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Totally agree.
Yeah.
But if they take it to New Zealand, okay, that's cool. But then we have to start letting New Zealand-born players play Origin and bringing it where their first game, or somehow figure out how we can include the Polynesian. Because, I mean, you think of Fisher Harris and Leo Thompson and people like that, they'll kill it at Origin, I think, personally. Moses Leota.
What if they did say they had, a couple of teams over in Perth, had a couple if another one popped up in Melbourne or such, do like Melbourne and Perth, and then whoever wins out of the two states, the Queensland, New South Wales, they battle it out. But then it drags it on. But
Yeah, it does. Where do you stop?
I think just
New South Wales and Queensland.
Yeah.
just leave
You know,
it.
you play in Melbourne, and it's basically Queensland.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So I can't see any reason why they should have changed from New South Wales and Queensland and rotate it. It's 2-1 each season.
Yeah.
Back to old school.
I'm not going to argue with that one.
Play one on the border.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, play on the tweed.
Yeah.
I won't argue with that. I don't mind that at all. But I mean, if they're going to do New Zealand, we've got to be able to bring the New Zealand players into it. That's my only issue.
How do you feel with those?
I don't know how we're going to do that.
Don't bring them in. Simple.
Wait till
Just
I
go
take
over
it.
there to play it.
Wait till we have our first board meeting next year when I take over, and we'll sort that out, Margie.
Am I on the board meeting?
Yeah.
Well, I want to go to New Zealand.
No, you can go. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I feel like it's good that they've got other teams, like Queensland will pick Melbourne teams and such to go. And it's good to have that inclusion, but then I think taking it to all other states is getting a bit... Yeah.
Yep.
At the moment, leave it how it is. Like you said, back to, rotating.
Boring.
I mean, they only did it to start building the game in different things. Well, if they've got a team there, they don't need to take it anymore, really, do they? Or do we take it to the Northern Territory? It's the only team. Hey, the old map of Tassies might end up down there.
Don't talk to me.
Okay. Moving on.
Tino Fasuamala-Awi is the first Australian Rugby League player to ever cry with passion whilst the national anthem was playing.
Good on him.
State of Origin.
Good on him. I say good on him. If he feels that passionate about, the national anthem, I say give the bloke a medal. Because there's so many that don't do it and just sit there and snob it and whatever. And I'm all for it. Like, I'm not going to get into the debates where people think if I say one thing, they think I'm racist. But if we're going to have Welcome to the Country, I'm all for that. That's fine. But we have to have the national anthem.
100%.
Because we're not singing about, the Captain Cook. We're singing about living in Australia and being all proud Australians. No matter if you're gay, straight, pink, purple, whatever race you are, we're all living as Australian, and that's what we're singing about, living for the freedom in Australia. Anyway.
Keanu Kinney has officially re-signed with the Titans on a long-term extension, one of your favourite, until the end of 2030.
It's a pretty hefty contract.
Will it last that long? No. Will I last that long? Probably not.
I was going to ask that question.
Don't say that,
I
guys.
reckon I hope so. We'll have to change all the merchandise if you don't.
There'll be a vacancy there.
That's hard.
Can we auction it off?
No way, guys. It's your seat, and you know it. We need to make another seat, but we need like 6 on the panel.
Then it'll be 8.
Get one of them long tables, those round tables.
That's the end of your show. The round table.
Then it'll be like the quiz shows. There'll be 4 or 5 there and 4 or 5 up there and slapping chunks on the back of the head from up the top.
Blankety blank.
Yeah, like blankety blanks.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, like that.
You shoot blankety blanks, don't you?
No. I know that for sure.
Oh, fair enough. Moving on.
The Raiders have officially re-signed Noah Martin on a 2-year extension, keeping him at the club until at least the end of 2028. The Dolphins have reportedly granted Junior Tupu permission to explore options elsewhere. The Dolphins have reportedly agreed to take one of their games each season to Darwin until at least 2028.
Yeah. I've got no dramas with teams taking one game other places, like Penrith do Bathurst every year.
Yep. Para do Darwin or something and lose every game.
Yep. Have we won up there yet? I don't think we have.
No, you don't like the heat.
Don't South or St George do Mudgee?
Yeah, something like.
When's the last time Para played in Darwin?
This year. Start of this year.
Yeah. Was it? Okay.
Up against the Dolphins. Am I correct?
We always play the team that come from Queensland or the northern half of Australia where it's hot, and we're down where it's cold. We go up there and go, bloody other side up here.
Remember one
I don't think that's your problem. Or you're on the same train as the Knights.
There was a game one. You remember when Brad Arthur had 30 bottles of water out Sydney?
Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Do you get sponsored by them?
Oh, sure.
Melbourne Storm are reportedly set to ditch their affiliation with Queensland Cup sides, Brisbane Tigers and Sunshine Coast Falcons. It's understood they want to field their own reserve grade in New South Wales Cup next season.
Good on them. 100%. I applaud that. I don't applaud much of Melbourne Storm, but I will that.
It was only last season they had their first junior come through, wasn't it?
Yeah, but we need to get rid of this whole Queensland Cup, and like I said, if you're in the NRL, you should have all your reserve grade, first grade, and your NRLW team.
And that guy's Folongo is the only Victorian base player in that lineup.
Yep.
As if he's not a gun. Oh yeah, look good in red and blue. Just saying. At fullback.
Gordon Tallis has hit back at criticism of the Maroons avoiding Spencer Leniu on kickoff. But if he's tearing through you go, let's kick it to the other guy. Isn't that smart? He questioned.
No, well, why sit there and bag the bloke all week and say we're going to smash the grub when, let's be honest, as in the words of Spencer, pussies. And it's true. As soon as he got there and they went, turn the ball. Nothing more screams cat more than that. They go, oh, but we're going to get him on the second tackle. Well, no, running off the back fence is where you're going to get him.
Where you're going to get your most biggest impact.
You go back and you ask Paul Harrigan or you ask Shane Webke, would they, in their day, would they have changed? Hell no, they would have said straight to him.
Kick it to me, kick it to me.
Or, you know, when they want to kick it to that bloke and we're going to get him. And, I mean, I think the fans were robbed of that. I was.
Spencer was robbed too.
I was robbed of it too. I was waiting for that. Anyway.
Curtis Moran has reportedly toured the Titans facilities and is in negotiations to sign with them from 2026 onwards.
Is there something happening up the Titans that we don't know about? Because things are starting to change around there with personnel. Is Des on his way out and Brad Arthur on the way in?
What happened?
I would have thought Arthur would have been at Newcastle.
With his son.
Well, then he was rumoured to be over in Perth.
Looks like Mel might have that job.
Mel's all but got it signed up. But the problem is, if Knights want to get rid of Adam O'Brien, it's going to cost them $2 million. I don't know who the bright spark was that signed him like that, but give yourself an uppercut.
We could all pitch in.
We've had a pretty good board for the last couple of years.
That's it, like seriously.
We could all pitch in a couple of bucks.
They can pitch in and give me a couple of bucks if they want, but no, but you know what I mean? Like, how are they going to get out of this?
Not for $2 million.
No.
There's no way they can get out of it.
But
They're not gonna be able to afford to get rid of him.
that's right. So we're going to be stuck with him. But if he's the problem there, nothing's going to change for another 2 years. So, and is this right for one, sponsors, two, the players, and three, the fans?
At least the fans will turn up with and provide the revenue.
That's the problem. They know the loyal fans will. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting in the whole coach, you know. But I'll throw my hat in the ring if they want a new coach for the rest of the year.
Apparently the coaches run around with them.
You're going to be player coach, captain coach.
Slippers on.
Have you seen me? Does it look like I can run?
Don't know. I haven't seen you run before.
Oh, I did
He
once.
runs his mouth.
That'll never stop. I did run up the field, remember?
Oh, God, here we go. And you won, didn't you?
Yeah, washing machine, a dryer.
What happened to the washing machine?
It's like the team. It didn't last
That's
long.
stuff.
Like the team.
It's like the team. It's like everything else that happens
There's a
comes out
team.
of that stadium. Doesn't last very long.
They had the pedals out at the end.
You hope you're allowed in on Thursday night.
Yeah, mate, I've copped it this week on Facebook from some gooses that can't handle shit. Like, oh, you're bagging your own team captain. No, I'm not. I just tell it how it is. And he wasn't a Knights captain on the weekend on Wednesday night, was it? He was a filthy Queenslander, so it was open slatter.
The Cowboys are reportedly close to re-signing their centres Zach Labutt and Viliami Valea on contract extensions.
Fair enough.
Sandon Smith's management says says reports linking him to rival clubs are false. He wants to remain with the Roosters. If DCE comes, Sandon would sit behind him and Sam Walker, said Gavin Orr.
Well, you can't see him staying for that. You're not going to play fourth string.
No, and Sam Walker's returning this weekend in New South Wales Cup. So
we need him at Para.
Who don't you need at Para? You reckon you'll take Reed Marnie back? Oh, no, he's going to the Cowboys, isn't he?
No.
I wouldn't want him back there.
No.
No. I don't
Not
get
with
him.
the antics he's been doing.
he wasn't like that at Parramatta.
No.
Yeah, but he's like a little Chihuahua dog.
Gus Gould believes the Maroons should start with Reed Marnie at hooker for Origin Game 2. Harry Grant's best performance with Queensland have been coming off the bench.
Is he on drugs or what?
Gus Gould?
Yeah. Why would you put Reed Marnie in at hooker over Connor Watson or... But over Connor Watson or Robson?
No, Reed Marnie's Queenslander.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd be putting Kurt Mann in hooker before him.
I was waiting for
And he's not even the hooker. But no, honestly, I don't rate him one bit, Reed Marnie. I don't think he can... He's all mouth and
He was at Parramatta.
yeah, and he's all mouth and he couldn't knock the froth off a cappuccino.
You're only upset because he upset Jack.
No. Hey, Jack. Jack's a good bloke. Jack Everington. And you tell me if there was no punch rule out the window, would he even look twice at Jack Everington?
I wouldn't do half the stuff he does.
Not a chance.
I'd be getting him in the scrum. First thing.
Like, he's one bloke, if you're going to pick a fight with on the football field, you don't pick Jack Everington. No way. Have you heard the stories about him? I'll tell you later.
Adam O'Brien has lashed the NRL scheduling and insists the draw was the reason he had to rest Kalen on the weekend. Look, this battle we lost to the scheduling and the draw, he said. Funny, he didn't say that the week before when they flogged the Panthers. And the Panthers have to play the Warriors 3 days after the next Origin. So they got to fly to New Zealand.
I probably need a beer here and I'm going to get in trouble, but I don't care. He's come out and he said, pretty much in his own words, we are a one-man team. And we lost because of the scheduling. And Ponga couldn't play because it was, 2 days later? I'm not an NRL player, obviously, but they all reckon it's easier to come out 2 days later rather than...
For the pain and the injury.
Yes.
Stuff.
So I'm pretty sure every other Origin player backed up that weekend.
Yep.
Well, Valentine Holmes.
Val Holmes did.
Yeah.
But he's a centre, not a fullback
Doesn't
like
matter.
Kalen. Like, it sounds like I'm against Kalen, but I'm not. I'm not. Seriously, he is a great player. I'm not taking that off him. But the bullshit that O'Brien dances around with him has to stop. Like, he come out and he said, how do the rest of the team feel when he's come out and he's gone, we lost because Kalen wasn't there?
Look how many games we've lost with him recently, and look at the amount of games we've won without him recently.
Now, did he... Yep, keep going. Sorry. No, you go, and I'll continue.
You're right. Like, we're not a one-man team. But all those other players, they must be sitting there going, here we go again.
What's the use of me going out there and tackling and busting me guts?
That's right. Sorry, go.
Yeah, I was just going to say, Ponga was quite unsighted on Wednesday.
That's
so
right.
he could have played on Friday night.
About the 65th minute he kicked in.
Oh, did he? I must have been asleep.
He actually did it the last 25 minutes.
He
of
did
the
a bit.
game. Put his hand up. But that was the last 25 minutes of the game. Where was he in the first half?
Oh, he's a great player. We all know that. And I'm not, I'll be first to admit, when he's on, he's on. But my point is, this is about the rest of the team. And O'Brien's pretty much to me come out. And I said to Kyle at the time, he's pretty much said we're a one-man team.
Yeah.
That's why we lost it. And it's not fair. And the rest of the blokes trying their butt off every week. And to have that bullshit excuse, I know it's going to sound like I've got an alliance to Penrith here, but Dylan Edwards played a lot better. And he backed up a lot later and played pretty well against Parramatta.
Yep.
So, I just think it's a load of horse.
But is Kalen still nursing some sort of injury in his ankle?
They said he struggled for Origin. So he should not have played Origin.
Shouldn't have been there.
No.
His club comes first.
Yeah.
So why didn't they pull him off at Origin and then let him and make him play at club?
Weird how you're always talking about pulling men off.
Oh,
Kylie's face, it was very loud.
hey, do you want to play Origin later?
He's been rubbing off. I've been rubbing off on him.
Oh, choose your words.
Keep that to yourself. We don't need to know. With Kalen too, I watched him a bit during the Origin game, and he's very predictable. Every time he gets a ball, he does the whole thing. And I don't see any other players, but he does the same left to
Shimmy.
right, left every
Well,
single time he gets the ball, and it's predictable.
That
and
was
that's
my-
why we're losing. I feel like that's got.
That was my comment on social media this week. Was, because he was a filthy Queenslander the other night. But what happened to him? And that's the thing. He's not.
What's happened to him in recent?
That's what I mean. Is he not happy?
I don't think he is. I think.
And I'm not going to disregard the bloke. If he's not happy, I'm not going to get the pitchfork out and, if he's not happy, you can't. If you're not happy in your job, you're going to move.
Yeah,
And that's fine. But my only issue is, if he's not happy, let's sort it out now. And let's move him on and wrap up Fletcher Sharp. So then we don't lose Fletcher, then Ponga goes and we go, oh shit, we're stuffed. My point is, if he wants to go to the Roosters and that, like you're only a footballer for so long,
let him go.
let him go. He's done a lot for Newcastle.
Yeah.
And that's where he wants to go. Let him go.
Yeah.
And I say we wrap up Fletcher Sharp and throw a lot of money at Spencer Leniu. Anyway.
You can't buy something if it's not for sale.
Seen a lot of comments.
You want me to go buy him? I'll get him in. Don't you worry.
Seen a lot of comments about Toby Sexton.
Not a chance. If Toby Sexton comes here, I'm changing clubs.
Go to Parramatta?
No,
Laser
I'm not
removal?
that desperate.
Tattoo laser removal.
Would you say that about Kurt Mann if he was a filthy Queenslander?
Shh, you might watch this.
Yeah, that is a good point, Corey.
I am going to shave
is-
your eyebrows
That
on
is the
Saturday.
smartest thing
I thought you
you've
said he was going
said
to shave his
tonight.
ass.
But
there
he
for a
wasn't
minute.
on the field.
But when he is, he's not a filthy Queenslander.
No, he's not. He's
You want
Kurt
him to
Mann.
play good?
He's Kurt Mann. No, but you know what I mean. Like,
No, we don't.
You've got a soft spot for the little man.
so yeah.
UFC featherweight champion Alex Volkanovski has made a $10,000 donation to the NRLW Dragons side to help the players' development. It's just something that I wanted to do. The sport is growing so much in this region, he said.
Can you hand us a donation?
Smitter Foundation's looking empty. But, yeah, good on him.
Yeah.
So he's obviously a Dragons fan.
He is. He played actually Dragons Juniors. I think played a bit of footy for him.
Speaking of toes, did you see his toe?
Who?
Oh, mate. Remember we seen his toe?
Oh, yeah, he
yeah.
had a lump on the side.
From all the UFC fighting. His toe looks very abnormal.
Mangled?
Yeah, it's very,
Lumpy.
a bit like another region of your body being beaten around the bush a bit. If you know what I mean.
So Mike Tyson's been punched around the ring a few more times.
Oh, you and him.
Anyway, moving on.
The Cowboys are reportedly interested in signing Corey Pakes as their new hooker from 2026 onwards.
Some would say you're the butt of all jokes.
Todd Payton admits the Cowboys are not looking to sign Reed Marnie or any hooker this season. He says they will enter the market to sign one from 2026 onwards.
Horse shit.
Yeah, just like, hey,
Gus.
what?
Gus.
Wasn't it a few weeks back or a couple of months ago? Nah, he's going to Parramatta Orbit sign, remember? And I said, nah, he'll be at the Dogs. And hear it very often, but
There's comments on the internet
What, Smitter's right.
thank you.
towards
You
Gus
bloody suckhole.
Gould saying, "When didn't you meet Payne House?"
Yeah, yeah, that'll
Meaning
be the
he's
next
coming to the
one.
Bulldogs, yeah.
Oh, imagine if he did. Huss and Thomason front row.
Are they the new Roosters?
Well, you going for the? You be going for the Dogs. Because
Might
Kurt
have,
will be playing for him. So
might
you'll
have
be
a
right.
dog tattoo on me next.
Jaden Sewer was forced from the field Friday night against the Knights with an ankle injury. He has undergone scans and has been diagnosed with a low-grade syndesmosis, and they expect him to be out 1 to 2 weeks.
Possibly 3.
3.
Big blow.
Ready? Watch the steam come out.
However, what I did read the team sheet today, Mr. Fatale Mariner has made the team sheet.
Oh, nice.
Stuff you may have missed. Him for a few months.
Yeah.
Contain the steam. Leo Thompson. I think we all know where this is going.
Yep.
He's been charged with a grade 2 crusher tackle. He has pled guilty and copped a 4-game suspension.
What a load of horseshit. Seriously. There was nothing in it. Like, the bloke that was running the ball should have got the 4 weeks. He backed him into it and turned into it. And then when Leo realised what's doing, he's let go. So how can you get 4 weeks of that when your bloke done it 50 times worse and gets 2
Liam
weeks?
Henry.
Liam Henry. I get he's had carryover points, but that shit should be out the window. They're separate offences.
Liam Henry's was a lot worse.
Isn't Tyrone back? Wouldn't he be back soon?
Well, in the words of Tyrone, what he said to the referees, he needs to say to them, you're a effing cheat. That's bullshit. How can you get 4 weeks of that? Because not only are they giving 4 weeks, but they're robbing the Knights fans now, because how many games has Leo got left as a Knight?
Yeah.
Not many
he's
now.
Had a lot off so far so season.
And
So
if he
it's-
doesn't play at home and I don't get his jersey, look out.
So it's got something to do with similar offences, is that correct?
It's, mate, honest, dang it.
Oh, look, I don't think it was that bad.
No, it wasn't. It was a load of shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
And I'm a Dragon supporter, as you know, so...
I mean, if it's bad, it's bad. I would have come out and say, look, idiot did it, silly bastard. But come on.
Feels like it's pick on Leo season this season in the team. Like it
The
does.
game of the night, But yeah, no, it's it. Like, yeah. Anyway.
Poor bugger.
The NRL are reportedly set to investigate the Bulldogs as to why Lachlan Galvin was spotted training with them despite still being registered as a Tigers player. Concerns have been raised around the contractual and insurance implications.
He was already signed a long, long time ago.
He was checking out the facilities, and while he was doing it, he was out training.
He had already signed weeks and weeks ago. Like Gus Gould, like you said, he come out and he goes, I've not met the bloke yet, but then, yeah,
his nose grew a couple inches.
Yeah, contradiction.
Yeah, it was only a few weeks earlier. He said when he met him, he was a very nice bloke.
He was having coffee with him.
That Michael Chamis really did a word on him.
I mean, this is why Canterbury are going to be successful, and this is probably why Penrith's been successful, because he's good at what he does and he knows how to get what he wants.
We didn't poach players.
No, but it's that day and age now where you probably have to. Because if you don't poach them before... Oh, look at Cameron Cialdo. Oh, I'm not going to take any Penrith players. Yeah, right. After sides, might as well call them Bankstown Panthers.
It's only like 3, 4.
And? Keep going.
Okay, 5.
And?
Is Brent Naden even still playing?
Yeah, he's with Tigers.
Oh, well, there you go.
Tigers.
So 4 then. There's 4 with the Bulldogs.
Is there?
Luai, Crichton.
Salmon. Your weak gutted
He
dog.
doesn't count.
Yeah, but he's still there.
I can't remember.
Did you say Kicker?
Hey, Viliame?
Kicker. Oh, that was another one, Gus. Slyly.
Yes.
Caught on camera. There you go. They could slyly bring some down to the Knights. Spencer.
Benji Marshall has hinted he didn't agree with the 2 sin bins against his side on Saturday in their game against the Cowboys. There were also things that were out of our control, like the 2 sin bins I thought were pretty harsh, he said.
Yeah, Tigers do get a little bit of rough deals at times.
We didn't watch the game, but I heard that Luai was a repeat offender. He was warned and warned.
Got binned on the 3rd ruck.
Speaking of repeat offenders, I'm sorry, but I'm going to get the stink eye from 2 people here, but Mitchell Moses, can I have $1 for every time he puts his arms up in the air?
No, you started with bloody Clint Gutherson. Now he's gone. You're picking on me mate Mitch.
Yeah, because he has to do...
No, I didn't.
We've got to pick on Parramatta any way we can.
I didn't notice it
Phoenix
as much.
Crosland does it too, though.
Yeah.
He's shocking for it.
Are you talking about Wingell Moses?
Yeah.
Bitchell.
I didn't notice it as bad till the weekend.
Oh,
He was definitely bad on it.
He just wants a quick play the ball.
the home game.
That's
with,
not all he wants.
That's what lost us the game.
But
home game with Para the other week, because he was right in front of us, and oh my god!
And saying that, he's putting pressure on the referee.
He is.
So they're going to get the 50-50 calls more their way. But just from a opposition, you mean put your arms down your clothesline.
We might have to can a spray so we can spray him.
But
What we'll have to do is,
You love to spray on him,
I
wouldn't
don't get to see all the games, but watch the game and see how many times the teams go. And
there is
out
a
of-
few each team, yeah.
All teams do it. Some
I'll try to keep an eye on it.
Gutho still does it.
Ponga's
Yeah.
good for it. Same with Crosland, as you said.
I know Crosland does.
Ponga does it a fair bit.
Every time's definitely got 1 or 2 in there.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
DCE, he's another one.
Probably does put pressure back on the referee.
Yes.
It does.
And they're trying to get the quick play the ball. Everyone tries to get a quick play the ball.
If you're not on the referee's butt, nothing's going to happen.
If you're going to whinge enough, you might get 1 or 2 calls.
And what happened to the play the balls? You had to put your foot in the ball and roll it back. What happened to that?
Oh, that was weeks ago, mate.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
That's gone
It
out the
lasted a
window.
week and a half.
Get the bloody times, will you?
The crackdown's gone out the window.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Des Hasler has torched Casey Badger in the bunker for disallowing Sam Verrill's try on Saturday. I will be interested to see what their explanation was. Casey got it wrong again, he said.
Was there a fine in that?
Probably.
Probably not. They're untouchable. Remember the koala? Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant Des Hasler for saying it.
No, yeah, but you can't. She should get fined for incorrect, calls. But they're koalas. They're untouchable, protected species.
Well, their punishment's demotion, which is very rare.
That won't happen.
And they get a week, and then they're back.
No.
Payne Haas's management have reportedly contacted all other 16 NRL clubs to gauge their interest in offering him a contract on November 1st this year. I find that hard to believe. I reckon he'll stay a Bronco.
Strong Marley said he wants to come back to New South Wales.
Well, there's a homecoming back at Woodbury.
He's not going to play for the Woodbury Warriors.
No, but Newcastle.
You make the money they're going to have to fork out.
All jokes aside, like seriously, we've got no chance in signing him. I reckon if he comes to Sydney, he'll go to one of two clubs. Well, he won't go to the Roosters because they've got too many other players they're trying to sign. He'll either go to the Bulldogs because they got a sombrero, or he might even. I would not throw out him going over to Penrith.
What about Manly?
What about Souths?
No, Souths have got too much. They're
not under Bennett.
Chuck in Para.
Who have they got in Manly that's big? They got the Becco.
I wouldn't write it because Penrith have yet to replace James Fisher-Harris. So I would not rule that out.
Well, it's also reported Cleese Haas has a clause in his contract that makes him a free agent in November this year. The only thing Payne has ever asked of me is that he would love to play with his brother. That's it. Confirmed their manager, who could reunite the pair at the Broncos.
Possibly. He could be playing the I want more money game. Interesting. I mean, he's going to be hot on everyone's market, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, well, every time you want him.
And honestly,
I would have him.
What a tough name, Payne Haas.
Pain in the arse.
But his mum's,
It was him.
what's the word, incarcerated up there, so he wouldn't go far from her.
Oh, right. Yeah, right.
It depends, I suppose, how their relationship is. Whether he has anything to do.
It doesn't matter how shit your parent is, you still want to try to
Oh, yeah, 100%.
have a relationship with them.
100%, but yeah, he might have family back down there at Woodbury still. Could look good in red and blue.
Wayne Bennett has declared the State of Origin schedule could cost a team the premiership this year. The bottom line is this current schedule has a huge impact on the NRL schedule, and that's why we need to look at things, he said.
It's not going to affect the Knights or Para. So we're right.
It's probably cost
What's he
teams
saying?
premierships before.
Yeah, that's right. Why all of a sudden? Like, come on. And then when they go, it's getting too much on the players. Okay, if we, cut off a week or whatever, are you going to hand some of that money back? I bet you don't. I could play 20 games of rugby league plus 3 State of Origin games for $1 million. Show me the money. I'm there. So we go to work every day of the week, 5-6 days a week, 12-hour shifts. We don't get anywhere near that kind of money. I just don't see where, we've got to shorten the season, player burnout, this and that. I don't know. Maybe it's different being a player, but, we go to work every day of the week in 12-hour shifts. We can't have a reduced shift for employee burnout.
Yeah, but we might fantasise or think about tackling our boss, but we don't. Or tackling
I certainly don't fantasise about my boss.
Of course you do.
I bet you do.
Crash tackling them.
Oh,
Nothing more.
Maybe this boss.
What about other people's bosses? Does that count?
Okay. Nathan Lawson has automatically been re-signed for the 2026 season. He had a clause in his contract that triggered if he made his NRL debut this year.
Good on him because he made the team this week and Sloane got dropped.
That's good.
Yeah.
Anthony Mundine admits he's held resentment against rugby league since leaving the sport, as he felt he should have been selected for the Australian Kangaroos. I was one of the best premier players in the world. I felt I wasn't being treated right by the system, he said.
Yeah,
Have a look at yourself, seriously. The calibre of rugby league players that were in that same position in that era.
Laurie Daly, Matthew Johns.
You're not going to get a start.
Cliff Lyons.
The victim mentality.
Have another bunga, Cliffy.
The thing is, though, Kylie, he only played one, from my memory, 1 or 2 good games, and then you wouldn't see him again for a while. He wasn't consistent.
Yeah.
Anyway, he's just trying to stay relevant in the world. Anyway, we won't give him the airtime. Off we go.
Manly are reportedly set to re-sign Ethan Bullymore on a 4-year extension. We're keen to keep him long-term, said their CEO, Tony Mestroff.
Cool.
Mitch Barnett has suffered a season-ending injury due to an ACL injury.
That's a very big bummer.
I was shattered for the poor bloke. Hey,
Spencer to start for the Blues.
Yeah, possibly. But I was shattered for him. Like, I wanted a couple of games, obviously the Penrith game and the Roosters game at home and the Warriors game were the 3 games I really wanted to see this year against the Knights, and to see Barney and that, and yeah, it's gone. But poor buggy. It's just really, I honestly think, I know Payne Haas is playing good, but if Payne Haas probably been the premier prop in the game, well, Barney's not far behind.
He's definitely having was having a great season. It's just unfortunate. It's one of them injuries that can't do anything about.
No, that's right. Well, he had up on there today, yesterday on Instagram, a picture. He said, "This is how it started and this is how it ended." But I said, "No, mate, it's not ended. It's just a minor setback, because he'll be bigger and better." And I'll go far as I was pretty confident about the Warriors in the finals. I know they're not a one-man team, but this sort of brings them down a little bit, I think.
They played pretty good when he left.
They did, but
did he respond to you?
I haven't been there, but it's from here. It just brings that down a little bit, I think, and especially if they lose Fish or he gets suspended again. Yeah, it is a big. I know it's not once again one-man team, but he was really pushing them into gear, wasn't he? Anyway. Speedy recovery, Barney.
Tyson Gamble is reportedly set to undergo surgery on a broken hand injury. He is set for an extended period on the sideline. And that has been confirmed with a photo from my mother, who was sitting across from him in hospital.
Stalking him.
At East Maitland Private.
Yeah.
Didn't he break his hand earlier in the season?
His nose.
Oh, his nose, that's right.
Is it a curse? All my favourite players that I have at the moment, they're all injured or suspended.
That's why you need to stay away from my team.
Kurt's not.
If he gets injured this week, look out.
Clemmer's not.
Clemmer's playing some good footy, yeah.
Good game on the weekend.
Best he's played for a long time. But I've got a few favourite players now. I just like
and they end up leaving.
Yeah, but there's some are from your team now too, and the Warriors.
And you made Fisher Harris leave.
And Greggy?
It's your fault.
Greggy's not injured yet?
No, Greg Marger, yes he is. He's on the sideline.
Is he still on the sideline?
There's only one player, or two at the moment, that I like that aren't injured.
Well, please don't like Cleary or To'o.
Oh, I forgot about To'o.
Or Alamotti. Or, hang on, don't like any of them. Thanks.
He likes Dylan Edwards.
No, he doesn't.
No, he's a great player. But
you don't like him.
He's not a heartthrob.
No, actually, he's one of his favourites is Moses Leota.
Yeah, well, don't.
Oh, he's just a tank. He's a machine. Seriously, I'd like him in Newcastle to go after a Moses Leota. With Leo leaving, we need someone like that. Anyway.
At this stage, the New South Wales Blues will reportedly promote Max King to the starting side and bring Stefano Utoikamanu onto their bench as replacements for Mitch Barnett.
One, I eat my words. Max King played better than I expected. I'll say that. But Stefano, no. The Queensland side were they were snails. They were soft as. They're not going to be that soft at game 2.
No.
So we need
Hamali.
We need Hamali.
I don't know if that's his position in the front row, but he's
you'd push one of the.
He's an edge back rower, but
yeah. Barney's back row.
Look, for me, I'd have to put Spencer in the starting lineup, give him 20 minutes, 25 minutes, bash the crap out of the Queenslanders,
But Stefano's a good player. Don't get me wrong, but he's not. I don't think he's that mongrel we need. Like Hamali will. Personally.
Hopefully he proves you wrong.
Hopefully, but I just think we need that. I think Queensland are going to come. Tino and Co are going to come back stronger and more brutal. Would you say?
I reckon Ginger Cat will be playing too.
Yeah, well, yeah, probably. Yeah, so I think we need to bring someone else. I don't even know if Terrell May's the answer there. He probably deserves it, but is he that brutal mentality that we need?
We need someone with a decent bit of aggression. Not saying he's not.
Even if we don't need it, I want it.
Yeah.
I think everyone wants it. Oh, you want it.
Sorry, were you saying something, Corey?
No, I'm just waiting for you to continue. I'm just
The Maroons are reportedly considering dropping Beau Fermor or Trent
Liera.
That'll do.
Why?
From the bench to bring in Corey Horsburgh.
Well, Beau Fermor didn't do anything. I mean, he hardly got any game time.
He was better than Trent Liera.
Yeah, Trent Liera's got to go. And yeah, I honestly think Daly Cherry Evans will go. I think he's gone. Tom Dearden will come in.
Who else can kick 40-20s?
Dearden.
Different style when you come on the field.
But I also reckon that if that's the case, Dearden was 14, wasn't he?
Yep.
So then they will push Kurt Mann to 14. I think they honestly, if they had him on the bench last week, they could have brought him in and things might have changed because, let's be real, Cherry Evans was pretty ordinary. So that gives Queensland that extra ball playing forward, lock playing. That's what I'd do. Dearden on, Mann to 14, Horsburgh on the bench.
If Mann does play, there'll be no dirty Queenslander, will it?
Oh, yeah, he'll be a clean Queenslander.
The Titans have reportedly applied to the NRL for an exemption to the 11-day head knock stand-down policy for AJ Brimson. If approved, he will be allowed to play this round against the Broncos.
Why? If he's already had it, he shouldn't be allowed to change it. Anyway.
He could also push his claims for that 14 spot, AJ Brimson.
No. Yeah, I get it, but not for me. Man.
Okay.
Manly will rest Tom Trbojevic for another week with his thigh cork.
What are you looking at me with?
Interesting. Wasn't it you that was going to rub the groins or something last week's show? Said they put your hand up to do the groin rubbing or something?
No, I'm only doing the chicken nuggets in my mouth, remember?
No. That's something else.
Did you dream it?
No.
Someone's thigh.
Or maybe it was off camera. That was Chris.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Deflection.
It was the drive home.
Yeah, he was craving.
Oh.
More.
Craving more.
I bet.
Ezra Mam admits he thought fans currently booing him at games was because he called out Spencer Lenu's racism. When you're one to call something out, it comes back a bit harder. I'm not afraid to stand up for myself and my people, he said. When alerted to the fact that people were actually booing him due to his driving offences, he says he's dealt with the punishment and has moved on. I've done the punishment I was given, and if people don't agree with it, they can take it up with the authorities, he said.
Hey, read your own words, mate. Like, seriously, what a knucklehead. They're still carrying on about Spencer's thing. He's dealt with the authorities, served the time, now move on. Eat your own words, you idiot. Sorry. It drives me insane because it was all put in bed, and now the Courier Mail, is that what they were? From Queensland, that's knucklehead, has brought up the whole racism thing again. Let it go, mate. He served his time. You're saying about this bloke that injured a child by driving unlicensed under the influence of alcohol and drugs, hurt a child, but it's okay, let it go. But someone that called you a name, sticks and stones, may break my bones, but cars will do a lot worse. Move on. Let it go. Anyway, drives me batty.
Adam Reynolds has backed Ezra and believes NRL fans should quit booing him. We all make mistakes. He's owned it. People will be quick to remind him of what happened, but those same people haven't seen the hard work he's doing on himself behind the scenes, Adam said.
You're dead right they are, Adam, because I'm going to be one of them when he comes to Newcastle. I'll boo the shit out of him.
Would it be a different outcome if he had have killed said child from his actions? And it could have so easily have happened.
That's right.
Exactly.
But I just don't get it. Like, okay, we have to let what... They keep bringing up the racism call, and I agree with 100%. There's no room for it. But he's done his time. Let's move on. But he's okay. Just doesn't make sense.
And lastly, the Broncos have reportedly signed Grant Anderson from 2026 with the deal finalised in November last year. It's unknown why they have not announced the deal yet.
Anyway, I think I need a drink after that. And we'll take a short break. And that was brought to us by Hip Pocket Workwear. And we'll take a short break and be back shortly. Well, welcome back. Yeah, it's time, that time of night again. It's time for Gazbag, brought to you by Next Level Takeaway. And our live show on Saturday night for the 2 kids we're doing it for, we are going to be having Next Level Takeaway pizza. And I know that you like meat lovers and you like the dessert one. What are you?
I'll eat anything.
Yeah, I like seafood.
I reckon he'd have a Hawaiian. He's a bit fruity.
He's a seafood eater.
Yeah.
Either one of them two.
Or a Supreme, because you're just a lot.
I love pizza.
Right. Anyway, Gaz.
You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Brian Tu'u. Was that a sin bin or not? By Kieran Wicks.
No.
No.
No, ridiculous.
What are you supposed to do when a bloke... You're both up for the ball, and then a bloke comes into your body. You brace yourself for that impact. And realistically, he probably helped bowl, mate, not... He braced his fall. No, I thought it was a bit harsh. Penalty at the most.
Yep.
I don't see a professional foul in it at all. Pretty hard done by, I thought. And, yeah... I thought Tu'u, honestly, he played rather well at Origin, and then backed it up on the weekend. So, yeah, hard done by. Anyone else?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Same.
I'm not going to ask you. I know your answer.
Bloke's a midget. Can't help it.
What's wrong with
midgets?
midgets?
It's not me tackling you.
What's wrong with that?
I'm going to grab whatever I can.
And what is wrong with that?
Ask Corey about midgets.
That's midget porn,
Hey,
Gary.
What about midgets?
I've got no idea. He's telling the story over there.
The videos you showed me the other day.
Oh, next.
Okay.
Next.
Who should be Mitch Barnett's replacement prop for New South Wales?
That's a really hard one, actually.
Spencer in the start line. And I'd bring in Molly. That's my opinion, under the bench. Yeah, I don't see anyone else. Well, as I said, we need aggression, I believe. Anyone else?
I'll pick a Molly.
Hamali. They are looking at Keong as well, aren't they? Colin Tungy.
I know he's been playing okay, but he won't.
Oh.
I don't think he'll bring that, what we need in Origin. We need to wrap the series up. We're going to need aggression. We're going to need... Yeah, I just don't think he's...
We're definitely going to need to put our balls out on the table.
Not me.
For Origin.
Are you, Courtney?
Origin player. I'll get them out. I'll fluff them up. Let's go.
Get the cameras ready.
Get the Zoom if Corey's getting his...
No, you need a microphone.
Microphone?
No,
what do they talk?
No.
What do they sing, do they?
Yeah,
Microscope.
They sing. Yeah, microscope.
I'll be taking my glasses off because I will have just seen enough.
Anyway,
Microphone.
Can we get back to that question? I don't want to think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, my balls talk.
Oh.
Ray Bright writes in, name 5 players you would target if you were in charge of the Perth Bears.
Well, it depends who's off contract in a way, I suppose.
Maybe he means just anyone.
Anyone? Well, you'd okay,
throw
if you're going to
money
pick
at-
of
throw
anyone...
money at people.
Well, love him or hate him, first of all, you'd go for Nathan Cleary. I would. You need a halfback. Then I'd go for a decent fullback. No.
Decent.
No.
I'd go that.
I'm not happy where he is.
I'd go the Iongi.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's who I would go. But, yeah, Ponga, yeah, you would, because like I said, you know,
Happy where he is.
and change of scenery.
Or the Folongo.
But I'd go for Longo. That would be my, yeah. I think the kids are going to be a gun in the future. So I'd go Cleary for Longo.
To'o. He's the best winger in the game. Shut up.
Yeah, true. Yeah, probably To'o, and then I'll go for Payne Haas.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, if Mel is the coach, you'll get his way. So you'll get.
But I would also, you'd want a decent 5'8" or a hooker, because there's your spine. Happy Coruscant.
Yep.
So, yeah, Folongo, Cleary, Happy Coruscant, Payne Haas. That's what I'd target.
It's a good start.
Anyone else?
Will Kennedy.
Or Ponga. Well, yeah.
Will Kennedy. Will Kennedy's off contract.
No, doesn't fit him. Great player, It wouldn't fit into my team that I would build personally.
I feel like Moses and Cleary complemented each other.
Yes.
Yeah, big
on
time.
Wednesday night.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a good point. You'd
Or
go after.
Lomax. Lomax would be a good
That's
pickup.
another winger, yeah. Or you'd go after, like you said, the human clothesline because he played well with Cleary. So
YMCA.
That's really good.
They might save the night.
now you're talking. I'll sign him over for you. But yeah, no, I honestly think that's a combination for the future. I think Jerome Luai is going to find it very hard to get back in the blue side. And I like Jerome. I think he's great.
Yeah,
like
played well
but yeah,
the seasons before, innit?
I didn't want to say it too loud, but yeah, he did play really well.
Say that again.
No,
I didn't
never.
hear.
But I'm not against Ponga.
But
Yeah, I just think till things change. Yeah, like I said, new might do him wonders.
It works on some players.
Didn't he? Oh, 100%. Look at Barney.
Yep.
He went over there. He's killing it. Didn't he grow up in WA as well?
Yes, he did.
Ponga?
Yes, he did.
There you go. Well, there's my fifth player. Even if he's not at fullback, he could be 5'8". Ponga Cleary combination. Never know. Tell you what, I'd win a premiership in the first year.
Dirty Queenslander.
No, it wouldn't be. It'd be a dirty
No, not
Western
you.
Australia. And
Ponga.
Cleary won't leave Penrith.
hey, money talks. So everyone said, "Oh no," we had this discussion there. But Spencer, when I said about we need someone like Spencer or Moses Leota, they're signed. So what? Contracts mean shit. You go off from the right amount of money. Yeah.
Maybe you get these players that you just know they're going to be a one-team man, like Nathan Highmarsh. It's very rare, but it does happen.
And Paul Aragon. Well, we did think Fish would have been until family commitments.
Well, that's right. Like, he didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Family's always...
100%. And I don't care what anyone says. Underneath that Warriors jersey, there's still a Penrith jersey. And good on him for, like he's doing great for that, but you've still got that respect for what made you in the game.
Can't say I'm a fan of his hair. He's got the rat's tail dyed blonde, and I'm pretty sure he had some fringe dyed blonde. It looks weird.
I'll throw it out there now. $1,000. I'll do my hair and goatee like Fisher Harris for the weekend.
I just said I don't like it.
And drink his
That's
other
what
boot.
he's doing. $1,000.
Drink out of his other boot.
No, I'm not allowed. I'm banned from that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Not touching it.
Told ya. Yeah, I'm not going to get any tonight after that.
Oh, shit.
I will rub
Well,
the
drink out
cat's
of the-
anus on Vicious.
What the cat will, or...
But hang on. I'll have another set of boots sitting here for the weekend. Don't you worry.
We're drinking out of them or what?
Yes.
Is it a Manly player? Because Knights don't part with theirs.
Manly? No, I've already got them up inside.
Liam Martin. You can have
This
one.
plate's going to stink.
One.
Oh, Liam Martin's boots, or I've got Kurt Mann's in there. We could have one of them, mate. Wouldn't be the first time you're drunk at the moment.
If we want to talk about shit haircuts, can we talk about Lockie Gowan?
No, but seriously, I'll throw it out there. They're saying, what would I do? I'll do me.
Yeah, there it is.
I'll dye.
Oh my god.
I'll dye me
You're kidding.
thingo
It's a bowl.
blonde in me back of me hair, blonde like Fisher Harris. For, I don't know. What do we start it out? What can we get it up to? It's all for the
You're
kids.
lucky we do it in the dark then.
No,
Do
we
what in the
don't.
dark? Dye his hair? Oh,
It's not dark.
I'm hoping you're talking about doing his...
Sleeping. I mean sleeping.
Okay.
No,
Keep
what
it
do you
PG,
mean?
Gary.
You call me Fush or not?
No, the other way around. You're the one with the fish obsession.
Yeah, you'll be slapping him with a fish.
Neck minute.
John West rejected it.
Oh, what?
He actually won't even eat fish. And I mean the stuff you put on your plate.
We're not
For
on the
God's sake.
Saturday show.
The salmon
We're still
and,
recording.
salmon and tuna is what I mean.
What you do in your bedroom's up to you guys. We don't need to
The
know.
silly salmon.
It's not silly. It's got feelings. No, but all seriously, like
Where did
he's
we
going
get off? We're supposed to be talking about the Perth
Yeah,
Bears.
well, how do we get from the Perth Bears onto that?
Start talking about
But he's
hair.
doing his eyebrows. Oh, mate, Ginger Cat's doing his. If we get enough money, If we got enough money, I'd dye me thing and look like a fish lookalike.
You don't really have a beard though.
I'll let it grow.
We can
Non-existent.
cut the tip of my hair off and just glue it to it.
No. All right.
Give him a
No, don't look at me, man. Just look at him.
No.
He can shave his curlies for
Would you do the Arab one? The Arab, what is it? Where they, off Jackass, where they glue the hair on?
I am not putting someone's
pubic hair.
That'll do. I was trying to get the right word.
Well, it won't be mine because I don't have any.
The ginger cat's been letting them grow. He was going to tell him on Saturday night.
Oh, ginger.
I'm definitely not having ginger on my face.
Hey, what did you say to Chris? What did you say to Chris? You can't say no to the kids.
Hey, he's got more commitment than me on that one.
You can't say no to the kids.
You know what's sad? I reckon Chris would glue his old mate's ginger stuff to his
I
chin.
am not.
Well, it's not the first time you've had his pubes on your chin.
I'd rather yours. I'd rather
This
yours
show's
than
going to
the
get
ginger.
cancelled for YouTube.
No, this is why we're going under the other banner for the weekend. But moving on.
Ugh, yuck. Ugh.
But yeah, Lockie Galvin's hair. What the hell?
That's what it would look like.
It's ginger too.
Looks like something out of Star Trek.
No, remember Dumb and Dumber? It's Lloyd Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lloyd Christmas. Oh, I shouldn't say it. Poor Cruz. Our poor youngest boy, Cruz, come home with a haircut once. And said,
I was pretty proud of it too.
he was proud of it. And I went,
Until we
holy
shot him
shit,
down.
you look like Lloyd Christmas.
It must be the rage. My brother's into that. He's 15. He's got this plait thing hanging off the back of his head. Then he's got this weird bowl cut. I'm sitting there watching him get it cut. And old mate's cutting it straight like this. And I'm looking and I'm thinking, you fix that up. And then he starts like ruffling it up and he goes, you like it, mate? And he goes, yeah. And I'm looking at him going, I could have done that with sticky tape at home.
Yeah, no,
Are
hang
you
on.
joking?
He's got a bit of a Cleary look now, hasn't he?
$40 for
He's
that.
got the Cleary side cut. And he says to me the other day, he said, actually, Daddy, you know what I'm thinking about getting? I said, what's that? He said, a horsey.
No.
I said, a what? He said, like a Leo Thompson ponytail. I said, done, let it grow.
As if his school would let him.
Jesus had long hair.
He walked on water, but
Yeah.
He can walk on water if he wants.
Bruce won't even go near the water.
Yeah, true.
You have to drag him into the shower. Then you have to drag him out an hour later.
Teenagers.
Yeah,
right?
it's getting a horsey. Anyway, back to wherever
back
we
in my
were.
day, horsey was something different, but we'll go on. Why do certain games offer $10 tickets? For example, the Bulldogs versus
Parramatta.
Eels game this Monday.
Yeah, what's to go there? Do they not think they're going to sell out?
Well, what happened to the Dogs' massive crowds?
They're broke. They spent all their money on this year's jerseys.
I mean, if they can do it, they'll do it to all clubs.
That's a Bulldogs home game, isn't it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
What have we got this week? Kids go free. Is that this week or next week?
Yeah, but it doesn't help when you already paid for your season for your kids,
Yeah,
mate.
this is true.
Yeah, should get a rebate there somewhere. Some free chips or something.
What, like the member
What, dry
appreciation
ones?
round?
What, the dry ones?
Yeah, cold ones.
They got sushi now.
Oh, yuck.
Yum.
I had fish and chips like the Eels game. I was pretty crook the next day.
I had a
Sore throat.
cardboard burger the other week.
Nice. Tastes
No.
like cardboard.
Got a frisbee to down on
Or
there.
the $20 pizza that's the size of a CD. Seriously, remember back in the day when you used to go to school, right?
Oh, the
Yep.
ones they put in the microwave.
Yeah, shout out to Lara Public School, can still remember this. When you used to have the little cardboard box, and they were in the little microwave, whatever, and you used to get them and you pull them out of the little box, and they tasted like they were still half frozen. That's what this thing tastes like. Dad said, I kid you not.
That was a long time ago.
We were lucky. We
What do you
got little
mean?
Legal Boys pizzas.
I've never seen
when
that
we
A
went
couple
to
of weeks
school.
ago we went.
In school.
Oh, that, yeah, no, Dad.
Not me. I've never seen a little box yet.
Yeah, but how would they deliver the...
Close your ears, Mark.
how would they deliver the pizza on a wholesome card?
We didn't have pizzas back then.
That's what I'm saying. No, but they did. I'll find it for next week's show, and I'll show you the picture.
If only you invented pizza.
I'm
And
trying
I-
to think of the brands.
I wanna
'cause we
s-
had the same. We had the little,
Yeah,
I
and
don't
they
know,
had
like
like-
Thompsons or something, but they were little round.
Yeah, no, they had like a
Ours
box. They were red, green, and something box. I'll find them. And I bet you everyone goes, oh, yeah, I remember them. And as soon as you see it, you'll be able to smell it and taste it.
Is that when you're in your purple suit as well?
What's he talking about?
How big was Braden's box the other night? It was massive. Big pizza box. I don't know where it come from.
Bertha.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it came from, but it was.
It was huge.
I didn't fit in the bin properly, put it that way. But you won't get any better than Next Level takeaway pizzas, that's for sure.
Yum.
Anyway, moving on before we get on to another tangent somewhere else. Corey's boxes and...
How's the draw? About 5 teams get at least 2 buys by the time the Raiders get their first. Thoughts? Graham Hughes.
Very weird.
Graham Hughes.
Wasn't he a commentator?
Yeah, it was. And a former Doggies player.
And?
So how are they cruising along though?
They're in second, aren't they?
Second, haven't had a buy. Won't get one for a while.
They got
Who's
one
that?
this week. Canberra got one this week.
Warriors.
Raiders.
They got one. Raiders have got one this week.
Oh, they do. No.
Is it this week?
No, it's the...
They haven't had a
That's the
buy, the
Roosters.
Raiders.
Oh, the Roosters. Oh, well, there you go.
Roosters are on bye this week.
So the Raiders haven't had a buy.
No.
It's next
So-
week. It's next
It has
week
to
they're
be.
into a buy.
It has to be.
It is. It is next week.
Some of them are under their second one.
Because Ricky Stewart
Yeah.
said we haven't had a buy and we are struggling. We need that week off.
Considering they've started the season in Vegas, they went to
Yeah.
like Townsville 2 or 3
They've
weeks
been on
later.
there, but he said it's worked in their advantage. It's brought them closer together.
It's also
They're pumping.
it's also what they said they were going to finish last this year too. Is also
I wouldn't be disappointed if the Raiders were in the grand final. To
Yeah.
be honest, because they've worked hard for it. They deserve it.
Ricky's going to give everybody a nice big shit burger this year. That's what's going to happen.
A shit burger.
A what?
Does that come in a big box?
Oh, I don't know. Well, Gary's never seen a little one, so it'd be, in his defence, it'd be a big one.
Kylie's never seen a little one either.
Oh, I've had enough of all of them.
Anyway,
What do you mean?
That could go.
I think she has actually,
You're
but
not my first rodeo.
I'm your last.
Funnily enough, he was a Parramatta supporter.
Yes, he was too.
they'll wait. They'll
Yeah, well,
We're not all like that, you know, Kylie.
No,
What?
I know.
Some of us are worse.
what little or
No.
moving on.
That's it.
Oh,
That's it for Gazbag.
that's Gasbag this week. Brought to you by
Next level.
Takeaway. Yum yum.
With 23 tangents.
brought to you by.
Maybe we need a sponsor for the tangents. Anyway, we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. Tell me, Phil, what caught my eye? Brought to you by our great mates at Maitland Bathroom Renovations, and the boss is in himself. So we'll start with you, Marchie, eh?
Ow, my eye! Ow, ow!
Yeah.
Hey, I thought, I can't get his last name, Marky Mark from the...
Mark
Roosters.
Nawak.
Ha!
Nawak Quintawasi.
That's him.
The Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark.
His try.
Yes.
Where he dropped the ball through his hands
Mm.
from the catch into his knee, back into his hands as he planted the ball. I thought it was
Pretty cool.
impressive. Pretty impressive.
The try that he scored the week before was better.
I'm just going to say handling. I'm not going to go to the other word in front of it.
Ball handling. Yes.
But he's actually quite a good player to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought that was.
He seems to have a good attitude too. Like, no, yeah. Like, did anyone else pick that up?
Yeah.
Like, he seems like a nice kind
Nice
of,
bloke.
yeah.
Considering that he's played rugby all his life, just to
What if you play rugby? You're a bastard or something? Eh?
no, not like that.
No, I said he's a nice guy.
No,
he said, yeah,
but-
considering he's played
No,
rugby.
but
all
it's
his
like this guy's like a very impressive footballer so
He is.
far. Just his handling, which is actually good under the high ball the other night.
Yep.
But if he gets that right,
Oh, yeah, he's a great player. He'd be an asset in any team, really.
Fantastic tries, like short-worthy tries at the moment. That's all I keep seeing is shots of
Entertaining.
his tries.
Entertaining.
Yeah.
Very. Yeah.
about as entertaining as his last name.
That's not
What was it
very.
again?
That's why I've gone to Marky Mark.
And what was his last name again?
Nawak Quintawasi.
Yeah, Marky. Yeah, Marky Nark. That'll do. Gary.
Close enough. We touched on this earlier. Lachlan Galvin spotted training at Belmore in Doggy's kit, even though he's still officially a Tiger at that point.
I asked who took the photo, who took the video footage.
God, he looks young. How old is he?
21, isn't he? Something like that. 19, 21?
Looks like it's
I think he's only 20.
20.
He looks 15.
looks like it's through a fence. Like if you see that
Yeah, true.
bit on the side.
Looks very young. Oh my goodness.
So does he sign the contract as Lockie Galvin or Lloyd Christmas?
All the above.
Lucky Christmas.
So,
Why?
it's a different look.
Oh, mate.
a
Like,
haircut.
I'm not going to rip anyone off because a lot of people won't like my haircut, but dude, what's going on there?
And he paid money
Okay,
for it.
hang on. Remember years ago, going back to the old school day, Grug? Remember Grug? Mm-hmm. Does his head look like Grug? Moving on, Garrett.
Second one was Lomax is in an elite group of people in the fact of kicking a ball over for a goal while slipping over.
Yes.
Yes, Cameron Smith.
Yeah,
Did well too.
there's very, very few in that group.
But
Not bad for a winger.
I'll go back and say it again. Like even Cleary the next day on that same day, they all both kicked some pearler
Terrific
goals,
yeah.
but not one of them could kick on Wednesday night
No.
or anyone from Queensland.
Queensland, yeah, no one
So
kicked.
ask
Other than
yourself,
penalty.
was there an issue with their balls? Like
Sticking.
They
players'
reckon
balls or the
they
playing
reckon they
ball?
were more rounder.
Really?
They're rounder, they're going to float different.
so how do you determine that? The cough test or
But why are they different?
it's I heard I
It's
like
the news, not the weather.
I went out that
I heard the printing of the see how it had a print on it
Yeah.
could have put the ball off, they reckon. And Andrew Johns even said, he said, you listen to the FUD when they kick it, it's a different sound. So
Elma.
yeah, it might have been Elma this week. It's good as your birthday.
She can try if she wants to.
Yeah, so I wonder because no one could kick anything.
No.
No.
It was
No one
shocking.
from either team. Like, okay, you go, okay, Cleary missed some kicks. He's had an off night. But then Lomax come on,
Missed.
He could have thrown it over from where he kicked it.
and he doesn't miss like that either.
He rushed it that little.
But even so, you go, okay, both of them have an off night. But then when Cleary went for a field goal, and it was unlike Cleary, like it was nowhere near it.
No. I don't go that far from my holidays.
Who was kicking for Queensland?
Valentine Holmes.
Valentine Holmes.
And he missed it.
He missed one from the sideline, but the way he missed it, it was
Yeah.
went across.
That's what I
And
mean.
it was
So
like the balls were going and they looked like they were going in and then they did that mad curvature and went straight past.
I'm not saying it was, but is it a possibility?
Potentially.
Cleary to miss 3 of those. I know they were sideline kicks pretty much, but he kicks 2 of those every week.
Yeah.
And
One-
Lomax's was
but
right in
If he
front,
had
wasn't
them
it?
3 shots again on the weekend, he kicks them from the sideline.
Yeah, he did one on Sunday. But my point is, okay, yeah, you're not going to get them all. No one's perfect, except for me. But if you're going to miss, he would have missed, but not that badly.
Yeah, yeah.
And same as Lomax. Like, this is saying something. I probably could have got that.
Lomax was right in front of it, I'm
He-
pretty sure. And he still
yeah.
missed.
Lomax literally.
He was only about 10 metres off the post.
Lomax literally drilled that.
So, like Lomax to me is in one of the top 5 kickers in the NRL.
Yeah.
And Cleary is too, and probably Val Holmes is there.
Well,
So they're your top.
Val Holmes has had a horrible year for percentage wise this
Oh,
year.
really?
Yeah.
But you know that in their own right, they can kick goals like nothing else, really. Even a field goal. Cleary was like it was terrible, that drop goal. So, is it the balls? Has there been some ball tampering?
They're pouring water on it. Load of crap
Anyway.
that was. That's it for me.
Okay, the Raiders and Roosters game. After the Raiders won, the camera panned to the crowd and there were some dad bods in all their glory.
God, it's cold, too.
Must have done it for a bit.
His batteries are going to go flat. His
No way.
beams are on.
Yeah, no way in the world. I'd be getting my autos out in that cold, that's for sure.
Just living their best life.
Muttley would.
And the other one is there was a post on Facebook by the Knights about this upcoming Thursday game against Manly. There were a few funny comments and even one which said thanks, but I would rather get a prostate exam from Captain Hook. And here's the said comment from our wonderful producer Adam.
Oh, that's a good one underneath it too.
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing themselves any favours. I mean, the players are trying, but some of the things the club's come out with in the last 6 months, they're not doing themselves any favours. Yeah, anyway, I'm not
Well,
going.
we'll be there.
Oh, we'll be there, yeah.
While
That's
Adam
it.
gets his prostate exam.
Excuse me. That's what someone said to me today. Is there any use going? We're going to get our ass handed to us. I said, well, I'll still be there.
Date night.
Yeah.
Mr. Romantic.
Hey, nothing wrong with them cardboard pizzas. But,
I'd rather hang out for Hungry Jacks afterwards.
oh, it's a deal. I'll give you a Whopper.
With cheese.
Give your meat a good old rub.
Call it what you will. Anyway. That's the thing.
As long as it's not goats. As long as it's not. As long as it's
Oh
not
no,
goats.
we've got plenty.
There you go. As long as it's not goat's cheese.
Oh.
Goat
Goat
You'd know.
Yeah.
I like
you
camembert.
Camembert. I got some blue vein cheese if you want.
Oh.
Up in the fridge. We've got it.
Oh, I thought you
Saba.
meant fresh from the blue vein custard trucker.
Oh.
Brother,
Anyway,
Up to you.
We're still recording.
Yeah. The Eels Panthers game. Eels scored first, and the camera panned to someone in the crowd making rude gestures. Not sure if it was a para, and happy about the trial of Panthers supporter unhappy. But yeah,
Look at the energy on Addo Carr. Look at him.
But that's something I'd expect Porsche to do. To be honest.
Oh shit! He or she said the W word.
Oh.
I just lip read.
What, Wentworth?
Yeah.
Yeah, Wentworthville. Their feeder club.
My second one was a comment on social media by Bulldog supporter under the post to announce Lucky Galvin's signing. The comment reads, "Thanks for the throwing all of our hard work down the drain by signing this Pelican. He's going to far up everything we've worked years for. Back into the cupboard for my doggies jersey it goes."
Fair weather.
He's not happy.
Bit early to be
And
writing it off.
his name was Abu Musa.
Fair weather fan.
A lot of Parramatta ones were saying we dodged a bullet.
Yeah, but like,
I haven't seen him play for him yet.
like
so-
dude, we got that's
Nathan
right.
Brown.
But we got a million bloody spoons. And I never threw my cup back in the jersey back in the cupboard. Like, you take the good with the bad. Like, we got bad now.
Still wear my Knights
Still got this
jerseys.
year's, mate, and I'll buy next year's.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what you do. You're a supporter.
That's right.
You know, you support your team. Believe me, I've seen a few bad years.
Hmm.
I think we've got a record.
Hey, us Knights supporters say hold our beers, will you? But that's it.
We've still got a few.
I've got a few.
to collect, mate.
Yeah, but like even the bloke at West said there's any use to us going on Thursday night. So we're still going. Well, we still go. Rain, hail, shine, as you know. Win, lose. Well, there's no wins in that. Lose, draw, or lose. Like, you know, I hope, honestly, I hope it's a three-way tie for the spoon. Well, once a week can have a playoff and they can get in their jersey.
We're making a run for the 8.
Yeah, okay.
Started by beating Parra, did you?
You got us on our winning streak. You watch. I'm not that
well,
confident.
We normally do that. Newcastle Blues, they went on a run, was it? Last season.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, say it is Knights versus Para. So we still got that bet on about you standing in the highway with the wooden spoon strapped to your backs. So
Does that mean
okay,
you've got to do it?
that's right. So I'm going to have to throw my partner in crime in. Sorry, Mark. I've got to have a buddy.
Yeah. You can't do it on your own.
That's right.
How big of a spoon you got? You seen him?
He's actually the little spoon next to Mark.
Exactly.
Now I know how it feels. But yeah, you know, it's all right, Mark. We got him covered, mate.
Well, just cut the bottom off. You see this much of Mark's legs and the spoon at the top.
I reckon it's going to be interesting to see Marchie and Gary. What do you reckon? The Maitland roundabout? Is that the busiest?
We'll be spooning each other.
Oh. What about the roundabout? What are you going to do there?
Maybe at the overpass and walkway.
That's probably a
Nah.
bit safer.
Nah,
to be honest.
nah. That's not everyone can.
On the roundabout, that
Because
No,
Parramatta
not in the
supporters-
centre. Not in the centre.
Parramatta supporters can't say look up.
I probably wouldn't go to that roundabout because every time I drive through there of an arbor, there's an accident.
No, it'll be a weekend, but we've got to go somewhere really busy.
Definitely the overpass. I reckon that's a great idea.
Even if it's
Or
Newcastle.
up
and
on
that.
the top where the
Bunnings.
train. You go
I
over
work
to
Saturdays and
Maitland
Sundays,
Park,
don't
just
forget.
stand on
Bunnings
there.
at the sausage
One
sizzle.
on one day and 2 on the next, so I'll only be there for about 3 hours spooning with you.
3 hours.
You're
that's
going to
a
be
long
sore. Oh, even in somewhere in Newcastle or something.
The corner of where
This will
Henny
be
Penny
4
is at
o'clock
East
before I
Maitland.
get there.
At Zara Street.
Zara Street.
About the bypass, like the end of the bypass where walls end.
Well, you've got to bypass. Yeah, that's where it is.
It's pretty busy.
Yeah.
Bypass the bye guys.
Do it when the I was going to say do it when the Knights bus goes past. You have to wait till next year.
You reckon it'll be next year?
Might be the girls might be able to go past.
Have we got a double or nothing on our bet too? Yeah.
I'm happy to wear the nun costume whenever.
Yeah, we'll do a double nothing. Anyway, my last one was Leo Hopewadi. This one was hilarious, poor bugger. After the game on Saturday night in the sheds, Jazz Tavunga shaking everyone's hands, etc., and Jazz completely ignored Luai. His dad comment saying, "Next time, just jump up.
Slap
Next
him in the
time,
head.
don't jump up so early until called upon."
It's got a sense of humour.
Why is the camera just specifically on him though?
Yeah, see, but it was
It
like,
zoomed in.
It's awkward.
oh, you're
It
so
was out.
excited, and
It was
Oh,
out,
okay.
but it zoomed in.
the poor mate, look how excited he is with him, and then it's just like,
So much pain
I'll
just
shake
watching
my
that.
own hand.
What's he wiping off his hands? That might have been the problem. Crickets.
He looks so excited too.
Yeah.
He just
You know what it
looks
reminds
shattered.
me of? Chris, when he gets excited.
Starts rubbing his hands and gets that stuff off it.
But, yeah, Gary. Yeah, anyway, big shout out to Hopper and his family.
Have to get him back on.
I'd give
Yeah,
him
we
a
will.
high five. Feel sorry for him.
Would you let Hopper give you a high five?
No way.
You'd like
That's
it.
a pretty decent digit, I reckon.
Oh.
Slap me right
Anyway,
on the arse.
Corey.
Yeah, so my first one was, I don't know what's going on at Broncos, but might be a bit of trouble in paradise between Barrett and Maguire. Touch on. Yeah, so they look like they're very full-on figures in there. In the
They're separate boxes.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So
So
maybe
like a divorce marriage, you get the separate room.
yeah, might be possibly a little bit of trouble in paradise there, guys.
I'm
I'd say yes.
starting to think Kevy Walters wasn't the problem.
No. I'm also under the... Well, I agree with this. I don't think Trent Barrett is a coach.
Trent Barrett did nothing at Parramatta.
Didn't do
Wherever
nothing at
he
Canterbury.
goes.
Didn't do nothing at Manly.
Wherever he goes,
The only
it
the
turns
only
to
he did at
shit.
Manly was whinge about the deck chairs.
I don't think anyone's done much at Parramatta, but so in his defence.
Anyway,
Ross is doing all right.
anyway,
Hey, I'll jump on that bus with you proudly, don't you worry.
anyway, guys, my second one is one of my favourite all-time Indigenous players. Alex Johnson's just hit up the double century of career tries finally. So hasn't got many to go to break the record, and
I think
yeah,
he'll break it.
yeah.
Considering
They didn't want him.
He's playing for peanuts. Speaking of good wingers, but look at that bloke that tackled him there.
Yep.
Hang on, was that the forward pass? That was the forward pass from Latrell Mitchell.
Excuse me, yes.
But it was one of he's got 3 that day.
Yeah, but
so-
how do they miss this? Right, ready, watch this.
Pass it there and
See
he
that?
catches it over
The
the line.
linesman's right there.
Yep.
But then there was a game. What was the game? I said, how did he call that? He was way down the other end of the field. He
Okay.
was right. He was out.
Panthers and Parramatta, I think.
Parramatta. But he
Yeah.
called him out. And I said, how did he call that when he's down the other end of the field?
Anyway,
I mean, it turns out he was right, but he's right in front of that and missed it.
But then it comes back to, and I was only talking about this morning on my way to work, as long as it's coming out of the hands backwards.
Yep. So it
you've
floats
gotta
forward.
You've got to take motion. You've got to take, you don't know how strong the wind was.
Oh,
No, you take all that into account.
Yeah.
It's physics, mate. It's all physics. So as long as the ball's passed in a backward motion, and I think this is part of the reason why the NRL are too scared to bring the bunker ruling on forward passes. Because that would have been pulled up,
any other
and
time.
it was a legit, it was passed backwards.
But any other
Out
team,
of their hands.
anyone else pass that ball? Okay. Knights threw it the night before, it would have been pulled up.
Because one of the para tries was border, but the ball come out of the hands backwards. You know, and that's why I think I've always said, why can't the bunker rule on it? But then thinking in that situation, that would have been called no try. The Parramatta one would have been called no try because the ball's travelled in a forward motion, but it come out of their hands backwards.
Any other day, any other team, that would have been called. But the consistency's got to be. That's the part that gets me. If they go, yeah, fair enough, as long as the same one that happens this weekend is let go, that's cool.
Yeah.
But when one team gets pulled up for it and then they let that one go, that's the issue I've got. Like,
when you watch a lot of the passes that come from your forward passes from your dummy halves and that. Okay, they're just a lot of that is just a flick ball, like an inside run or something. You can see it go forward.
Yes.
Out of the hands. But you have a look at that video again and you watch which direction the hands go. They're going backwards.
Did it go backwards?
The ball went forward, but the ball comes backwards out of the hand.
the ball went forward only 3 metres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Marchie.
Oh yeah, if your hands, you can deliver, you
throw it backwards, and what happens to a lot of them when they throw it, pass it, they stop.
Yep.
And it goes forward, and it gets.
As long as it's not like a clear case where you can see he's passed it before the line, and then he takes it 2 metres on the other side of the line.
Yeah.
I don't care if your hands go backwards or whatever. That's still, to me, that's still a forward pass.
That's momentum.
We don't want common sense. We don't want.
You can't change physics.
You can't change it. Yeah, I'm with
Okay.
Marchie.
But they will with
some teams.
the crusher tackle. When you go on to and your body swings around, they won't allow for the
momentum.
They won't allow for it.
Yep.
So they can't in one and then in another go. So that's where if you're going to do it that, I'm cool with it. But you've got to allow for physics and that with that crusher tackle because
It's the same as the Toto incident the other
yeah,
night.
100%.
But the same thing happened to Sean Russell. Was it Sean Russell a couple of weeks before?
I think
He
it
was
was.
basically on the ground when his hand touched the player catching that ball, and he got 10 in the bid. Now, Sean Russell didn't have a clue where that player was.
Yep.
Same thing as Toto. Toto sort of gone into, if you have a look, his arm's gone up, he's gone for the ball, his arm's gone past the ball and pulled the player down. Maybe he did hang on, but Sean Russell certainly didn't. So the same thing. It's exactly the same thing.
Like I'm saying, I'm happy for him to go, well, that's physics, yeah. But with the crusher tackles, we've got to start going,
What is and what isn't.
Because your body swings, you can't control that. Like everyone that's played the game tackle, sometimes you go in for a tackle and that, and the momentum, just your body swings. You can't control it. So how is that your fault? You're not deliberately going to do it. So that's where the whole physics of it's got to come into it.
Too much grey in the black and white.
What are you looking at Gary then?
Grey in it.
My wife likes it. My
Gary's
girlfriend doesn't
Gary's
like
is
it.
almost white.
Silver fox.
I'd be getting mine out, but I diet.
Anyway,
Mine grows too quick.
Back down to
That's my call, so yeah.
Tangent.
Corny.
I
This section was brought to you with the tangents by. We've got to get a tangent
Sponsor. It's your job for this
The
week.
background music should be Ted Tangent. That was shocking. Cut that.
Yep. Next.
What caught my eye this week was during Origin, there was a news segment, and the guy behind the reporter looks like he's showing you how to eat a Polish salami by the looks of that.
Oh, I wasn't even looking at him.
Yeah.
I was looking at the guy up the top there.
It's just
dirty Queenslanders.
Well, look, sometimes that's salamis. You've got to,
Is that your
Hold it by two
Where you
hands.
eat it.
I've got a microphone like that inside. Do you want to play reporters later?
Oh,
Is that your brother, Chris?
You don't need anything for us to play that.
No, true.
I also have another one. I forgot to send it to you. During the Origin game, Brian To'o scored a try, and the Queensland supporter in the background just standing there, stiff as and just
at the behind the camera. So that was pretty funny. I had a bit of a giggle. Bit of silly shenanigans this week.
Yes.
That was another thing that caught my eye that I missed.
There was one Mark had what caught my eye.
Apologies. Yeah.
Were you going to
No.
allude to that?
No, you.
No?
Yeah.
All right. Well, Mark's was this Run It Straight challenge at the
Yeah.
Broncos and Manly game. After the game, the Ning-Nongs in the crowd decided to run it straight. Not a brain cell between them.
A few of them got.
Haven't they banned that now?
Yeah. Well, they're trying to.
A New Zealand guy passed away
Yes.
from doing it.
It was only going to be a matter of time before
Mm.
that happened. It's pretty dangerous.
Yeah, bloody
Excuse
idiots.
me, but look at these knuckleheads. Like, they can't even tackle. They hit the ground before they even get
Yeah,
to
they
a tackle.
slipped under the
Look, I just think natural selection's a thing, and I feel like you have the day you deserve.
And there's
Silly stuff.
another what caught our eyes was Mr. Gamble at the getting his hand operated on.
Well, he was waiting.
Well, waiting.
That's at your bedside table tonight, isn't it?
What?
That
Mr.
photo.
Gamble.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wish him all the best and hope he's a speedy recovery because realistically,
Big shame to lose him at the moment.
he's been bagged a lot, but he's probably been out of our 17 halves that we've had this year. He's probably been our better one of the 17, I reckon. Well, he hasn't set the world on fire. I'm not going to say that, but his kicking game's been a lot better than any of them. Sorry.
I was just going to say, Portia looked at the picture and she goes, "He's got Birkenstock."
And another what caught my eye, but I forgot to send it in, was Brian Tuttle gave away his jersey and his boots to a young fan there on the weekend. So I've come up with a plan for our daughter when we play him.
He was just getting the stench of Parramatta Stadium, Combank Stadium off his, so he was just handing
Is
his
that
clothes.
stadium curse? Because whoever plays out of there doesn't seem to win a lot, do
We
they?
did.
Oh, that's
We've
one.
broken the hoodoo.
Oh, fair
By
enough.
beating Parramatta
That's
at their home ground.
Mm.
Well, you just beat
It was
us.
a home game for Penrith,
There's 4 home teams at that group.
but it was
Yeah,
the cheering was
because
so
the
loud.
Tigers are playing there this week against Penrith.
Oh, really? Is that what? Oh,
I'm pretty
okay.
sure it's a Combank. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
There's 4 teams there.
But I still go back to all news. That's probably at the moment I haven't been to Scumcorp or what's the new one? Allianz, is it?
Allianz, yeah.
I haven't been to those, but I've been to quite a few other ones, and I've really enjoyed Combank Stadium, to be honest.
I want to go to the Canberra one, actually.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind going to Canberra. I actually sparked to Mark.
Yeah.
Spoke with Mark briefly there this week where would love to go down and visit the War Memorial as well. That'd be
Beautiful
pretty good.
place.
Done it.
You went to Fishwick.
That was later.
Yeah.
A lot of
Cracker
fish on
night.
this show.
Anyway, so that's what caught all of our eyes. And I've lost my run sheet. Someone stole it. Brought to you by Maitland Bathroom Renovations. Yeah, good mate, Marchie. And what's given me the Schmitz, brought to you by Chateau de Fairhall, the maker of my sauce. That is not there. The Smitter sauce.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
bought that last week, and I must say,
There was one.
There was one there.
yeah, that's the one you gave me.
No, there was one there earlier.
Oh, beautiful sauce, by the way.
Hmm,
Really,
it
really
is
nice.
good. Well, Gaz has got his own.
Yeah,
Gaz has been making his sauce
Here's
down there.
one what he prepared earlier.
This is
Bangin' barbecue, and honestly, it is a
It's
beautiful
beautiful.
flavour.
Actually, we should branch out into another lot too. Our satay. You like creamy sauce? Like creamy satay?
Creamy nut.
That's good. It's
Oh,
beautiful.
I know you make a good satay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It is beautiful, isn't it? It's creamy and yeah. Anyway, what was giving me a schmitz this week was the bullshit from the Queensland, dirty Queenslanders again, all week wanting to put the boot in Spencer. We're going to smash the grub, yeah, this and that. And then when it come time, where were they? They went missing. So if you're going to sit there and
mouth off
and beat your chest, well, when it comes time to it, own it.
Talk the talk.
Disappointment on his face.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
So as soon as that ball was kicked, he was like, "What the?"
I love it.
Should have been coming to me.
I love it. Like, seriously, I've got my favourite players, and he has to be up there in my top. I just love the passion of the bloke, and, you know, he's not scared of no one. He'll get on there and he'll give it to anyone. Like, even Jared Ware-Hargraves, before he went to the Roosters, like Hargraves is not a man to back, you know, like, but old Spencer was a bit like David and Goliath, but he weren't backing down either. I love the passion in the bloke. He's just like, off the field, he's a quiet kind of guy, but as soon as you cross that line, it's like a switch. Yep. I love it. Anyway, that's what's giving me a schmitch, brought to you by Chateau de Fairhall, and we'll take a short break, but that you for the night? That's for the night. Good to have you back.
Yeah,
We'll
good to be back.
Get you back on more and more.
Smiling faces again.
Yeah, and unfortunately you're missing from the live show this week.
Yes, yeah, double booked yourself.
Double booked yourself. Yeah. But next one we'll get you on for sure.
Oh yeah,
100%. But anyway, thanks for coming in again. It's good to have you back. And
no worries. Thanks for having me back in.
Yeah, and can't say go the Eels this week. Playing against Kurt. Yeah, sorry, Kurt. Sorry, guys, but they can go good, but just not too good. Yeah.
We'll go good enough, I think.
Oh, you can't go good. You got to stay on the bottom of the ladder.
You can't do that.
Leave the Titans there.
No, there's no Titan supporter. Who's going to wear the spoon?
Pardon?
Have they used both their buys, the Titans?
I think they've used one.
Maybe.
Titans have had 2 buys now.
Oh.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I think whoever is at the like, not so much number 17, but whoever's lowest on the list has to wear the spoon. Of who
Yeah,
we
right,
support.
eh?
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
I couldn't English just now.
Yeah.
The 3 teams.
Yeah, so if Titans are there, I get what you're saying. The next one, like
Yeah. So
whoever.
the next one would be the Eels. So that'd be them 2 wearing the spoon. And if it's the Knights, then it's me and Smith.
Well, you can be the fork and he can be the spoon.
And Mark.
And Mark, sorry.
Can't leave Paul Mark out.
Chop liver over there.
Anyway, guys, we'll take a short break. Thanks, Margie, and we'll catch you again soon, bro. Welcome back, guys, and Marchie's left the building. That's usually Elvis has left the building, but Mark's back in again.
Back in a comfy chair.
Yeah, we have. It's good to have you back on. That's the problem with such a small studio. We need a bigger one. Any building sponsors out there want to build us a bigger studio?
Get your name up in lights.
Well, have the name wherever they want if they want to build me one. Anyway, it's time for Play of the Round, brought to you by Kogan Haulage Contractors. And Mark, we'll start off with you, buddy.
Call me unprepared.
Okay, we'll start off with go.
Zach Lomax, the State of Origin.
Yep.
Do you want the stats? Because I've got them written down.
2 tries, 2 line breaks, 3 tackle breaks, 210 run metres and 75 post-contact metres. I've ruined everyone else's one.
You have.
No.
I'll pick another one.
Backed up and played well.
Yeah, I might pick another one. Carrie.
Did you have Lomax too, did you? Yeah. Charles Nickel Klogstad.
Oh, well, I'll just throw out all my paper.
And I'll throw mine out too.
Why can't you have the same?
1 try
It's
scored,
just not the same.
8 tackle breaks,
When you're at the
100 post-contact metres and 342 metres gained. Anyone can beat that one?
Nope.
No, the NRL stats probably say the same thing.
Got it.
Oh, so okay. I'm gonna go. I've got 2, and I'm being biased because it's a rare occurrence this year. So my first one is Nathan Cleary, who is the GOAT, because I can and I haven't had many chances. 1 line break, 4 tackle breaks, 600 metres kicked, 129 metres gained, and a 40-20, all after backing up from Origin.
He did play well on Sunday, I must admit. Have an Origin player?
Yeah, but this was just a club game.
Well, he did back up as well, so I'll let you have that.
Brian To'o, 222 run metres, 93 post-contact metres, 5 tackle breaks and a try.
That was my second what caught my eye.
What caught your eye? We've already
Play of
gone
the
past
round,
that.
so I'll go again. Actually, thought Liam Martin in Origin played well. Doesn't get the
accolades that he
he does, but he doesn't. But, you know, sort of he just doesn't give up, to
Yep.
be honest. So he was my origin. I thought he was good. All the forwards for the Blues, I thought, set the platform. So I've got to give him more a bit of a shout out. But, yeah, on the weekend, I seen all mine are gone. I'll just give Aaron Clark another rap. I'm riding his coattails a fair bit. He does well every game, I feel. So, yeah.
Well,
I just had a big
yeah, so if anything, if Zach Lomax, like Payne Haas probably was up there for the Origin.
True.
Yeah, and I had obviously Charles Nickel-Klostag as well, but I don't even special mention to, and I don't do this very often either, but David Clemmer for his performance, probably the best in the Dragons jersey.
As soon as you said I've got it, I went bang. That's who the other one was, David Clemmer. Yes, 100%. Best game he's played since leaving Newcastle, I believe. That's with both clubs. So, yeah, good on him.
Maybe with you two, it should be what player is not your player of the round.
Well, we'll converse about that off air.
That's a bit rude. It's not your birthday or anything.
It's pretty much over anyway.
No, it's not. You still got presents. Go on in.
I had Zach Lomax, 2 tries, copy and paste. On that mention, I think pretty much most of the Blues players did really good, not just for Origin, but backing up their games. During the weekend was great. I did actually have another one. Isabel Kelly from the Blues women's.
What, the no try?
Yep.
No, but did
Sucks to be her.
Did anybody just watch the scraps? And everyone was going for her on the Queensland team. It was a pretty dirty game.
Oh no, that was
Prasad. Jamie Prasad, the one on the wing.
Yeah. That's Prasad.
Prasad.
Yeah,
Did she play for the Knights?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, she was a bit mouthy.
There was handbags everywhere.
Prasad, yeah, I've seen her have a dig at
everyone.
Yeah, she was throwing arms, and there's a lot.
She's a Chihuahua. She's just.
But she mouthed at one chick, the Queenslander chick, and the Queenslander chick arced up at her, and she took off.
Yeah, she was a big
She
girl.
didn't want to bar her. She was like, She
She was
buzzed back. See ya.
You know, the real muscly one. Yeah, she's like, nah, sorry, but I'll love. What's her name? Kelly.
Isabel Kelly. That try.
That could have won him the game.
Yep.
That is a no try every day of the week. Gus Gould is
a mongoloid.
I was going to call him dumb, but he's not dumb.
A mongoloid.
He's an idiot for saying that's a try.
Yeah, no, it's not. You
not.
have to have the ball touching the ground. Oh yeah, but their arms over the line.
That don't mean nothing.
That don't mean shit.
The ball is supposed to touch the grass.
Excuse me. So if you get held up over the line,
that's
the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Any day of the week.
But yeah, nah, I had a little chuckle at that one because, come on.
Are you sure it wasn't Isabel Kelly? It was the captain. Pretty sure.
It was number 5. Yep. Number 5 is Prasad.
Yeah, nah, Isabel wasn't mouthing off at anyone.
Yeah, she's number 3 or 4. She plays centre.
Yeah, okay, because I noticed when she was holding the shield up and she was doing her speech that, like, when Queensland were talking, she didn't clap. She didn't acknowledge him at all. So it was a pretty dirty game.
That's pretty ordinary. But no, it was definitely the young winger. She's got a full leg tattoo.
Yeah, okay.
And not even arm sleeve too.
Look, I'll be honest, I was a little bit fuzzy-eyed.
Just a little.
Anyway, that was Players of the Round.
Teams of the round.
Teams of the round, and these are the days of our lives.
Lomax does it again.
Remember you used to fake being sick? So you could stay home from school to watch Jerry Springer and then Days of Our Lives come on.
Ricky Lake.
Or Santa Barbara.
Or
Beauty and
Bold and the Beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
What was that other one? Murray Povich.
The
lie detector says that is a lie.
I come across The Bold and the Beautiful the other day on TV. I don't know if it was in hospital
Still
or
the
here.
same characters, isn't it?
It's not the same characters, but
Ridge and Taylor.
Ridge, Taylor, and the blonde piece.
You know the names?
They're still fighting over Ridge. It's like
That's 30 years of triangle.
Of bullshit.
I know. I'm like,
It's like watching Home and Away and Neighbours. It's just the same shit
But
on
hang on.
repeat.
I just want to know, has the start of Days of Our Lives changed, or is it still the hourglass?
No idea. Don't look at me.
Next time you have a day off.
Yeah, I work through the day.
Mate, usually if I have a day off, I go over and spend it with the wife anyway.
When's the last time you did that?
When was the last time I had a day off?
We're always going to football.
I know you have a day off. You have a day off Friday, don't you?
Yeah, but we're going out together.
Yeah.
When?
Friday.
Oh.
You can live
Stay
stream it
home
on
for
your
the
phone.
stay home for the midday matinee.
Doctor's appointment.
Is this another
That's our day.
tangent?
Yeah.
Oh, you getting
I thought
an
we were doing a
extension?
podcast.
Huh?
Are you getting an extension?
Don't need one. Well, do you want to buy some?
No.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, that was our players of the round. Time for jokes of the week. God, that went quick. That segment.
Yeah, it did. But should we take a break?
All right, we'll take a short break and we'll be back shortly. Alrighty, welcome back. Time for a bit of humour tonight with your jokes of the week. Brought to you by our good mate that's at the sign shop. Doing some exceptional work. I've seen of late some wraps and stuff. So yeah, some of our stickers will be coming soon as well for all your cars. So yeah, let's do it.
As she bends forward to feel the fine leather upholstery, an unexpected little fart escapes her. Very embarrassed, Kate anxiously looks around to see if anyone has noticed and hopes a salesperson doesn't pop up right now. As she turns back, there, standing next to her, is a salesman named Mark. With a pleasant smile, Mark greets her. "Good day, ma'am. What may we help you today?" Trying to maintain an air of sophistication and acting as though nothing had happened, Kate smiles back and asks, "Sir, what is the price of this lovely vehicle?" Still smiling pleasantly, Mark replies, "Ma'am, I'm very sorry to say that if you farted just touching it, you're going to shit yourself when you hear the price."
Oh, gold.
Chris landed a new job as a Bunnings greeter. About 2 hours into his first shift, a very loud, mean-acting woman walked into the store with her 2 kids, yelling obscenities at them all the way through the front of the store. As he had been instructed, Chris said pleasantly, "Good morning and welcome to Bunnings. Nice children you have there. Are they twins?" Of course, her children were at least 2 years apart, and while they shared some similar features, they certainly didn't look alike. The woman stopped yelling long enough to snap. "Hell no, they ain't twins. The oldest one is 9 and the other one is 7. Why the hell would you think they're twins? Are you blind or just stupid?" Chris replied, "I'm neither blind nor stupid, ma'am. I just couldn't believe someone would sleep with you twice. Have a nice day and thank you for shopping at Bunnings." Needless to say, Chris's supervisor said maybe this job isn't for you.
Good one.
Well, let's just say Chris has had some pleasant or not so pleasant experiences with Bunnings before, so that's probably a fitting. Yeah, what was he after? A 9-inch reproduction tool
or checkered paint.
Yeah, a long wait.
Checkered paint.
Or wear that long wait.
Yeah.
Didn't he ask for a fallopian tube
Yeah. What's a fallopian tube?
for the washing machine or something?
Yeah, there's been a few things we've sent him for.
A long way.
Yeah, the 9-inch reproduction tool, but it has to be a black one. He likes them black or something. What was it? Yeah,
Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, we sent him flux capacitor.
Yeah.
You went looking for that. I tell you what, it's a good trip to Bunnings.
Left-handed
Good on
screwdriver.
you, Chris.
Yeah, he loves it.
Tell you what, I need a continuum transfunctioner, so we can probably send him in this weekend.
You never know. There might actually. Oh, 4. Anyway.
The last one. The newlyweds are in bed on their wedding night, and just before the deed, Corey, the bride, thought she would say something as she was a bit of a tart in her day and worried she was a little big down below. She says, "Darling, I think you should know when I was younger I caught myself on a fence, just in case you were wondering why I'm a little loose down below." Gary the groom says, "That's fine, darling. We're married now in sickness and in health." After the deed is done, Gary says, "Just exactly how far across the field were you before you realised you were caught?"
That sounds like you, doesn't it?
Yeah, my goose is very loose.
Oh. Oh. Have you got another one?
Nah.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Are you going to save that for Saturday?
Maybe, or I'll save it for next week's show.
Yeah,
They're very scarce these days.
You got to have some pearlers for Saturday night.
That was a perler.
Yeah, but I mean some Bobby Dazzlers like the old Robe and the Postman, or
your
Don't
tractor
give it
one's
too much
always-
away for Saturday.
my tractor one. Do you want to hear it?
Oh,
No.
That's always a favourite of yours.
Favourite of mine or yours?
Yeah, favourite of yours.
Anyway, happy birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah, we really appreciate what you bring to the show and what you do behind the scenes. So that was just our little thank you. Enjoy the rest of your birthday and a few little more surprises for you down the track. You never know.
Little.
Oh, your darling husband might have got you some other things. You never know. So enjoy the rest of the day and
Half the night.
yeah, I'll see you soon.
Go and have a hot shower and hang the washing out. Sounds like the ideal birthday.
I think Sminner's going to hang out the washing later too.
Or he's going to make more
I'll just
for you
have
to
to.
wash.
I'll just hang the line up.
In the light up.
Anyway,
He's covered with a wet rag.
A wet rag.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Is that like a flag rag?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That's a boat ramp thing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I wouldn't
Yeah.
know. Not my thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, happy birthday, and we'll see you on Saturday night.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, you'll be there.
You'll be there.
Anyway, we'll take a short break, and the jokes were brought to you by Sign Shop, so we'll take a short break and be back shortly. Alright guys, welcome back, and it's time for Talking Schmidt. But before we get into Talking Schmidt, brought to you by our great mates at Juice Bomb, we've got our little caricature of our podcast that we're donating for the fundraiser on Saturday night as well. So, I don't know, that's pretty cool, eh? And Gaz actually looks like Gaz. He's not youthful Gaz anymore.
If that looks like me, I'm an astronaut.
It does, doesn't it? Does that look like Gaz? Well, actually, look at it. Remember the old cartoon, Mr. Magoo? Hey, have a look at my snoz, eh?
That's a big snoz, isn't it?
Yeah. Have a look at yours.
Oh, look at me chin.
Have a look at my round face. Anyway, guys, that's going to be available to bid on as well. We've got some good stuff coming, and we've been very busy chasing up some stuff. So, anyway, that'll be available. And if you do miss out on the bid, we might have a few giveaway or sell these at a later date. So.
Why do I look older than Kylie?
Oh, she's only 21 today.
I know.
Anyway, all right, guys, it's time to get into Talking Schmidt. And caller number one, who we got there?
Got Jason here, mate. How are you?
Oh, good, thanks, mate. How are you?
Oh, not bad. But Gary the astronaut, what's going on there?
Oh, he's a man of many talents.
You got to get on the Saturday night we're having here and bid on it. It's a characterisation of the podcast, mate. It's
good. Look good in anyone's toilet, wouldn't it?
it would.
No, it's actually
The other
pretty
way
good.
around.
And that was done by?
Yep, caricature you.
Yeah, so if you want one, jump on and get on board. And yeah,
I think Gary's the only one alive when they jumped on the moon.
Poor Gaz. Blake probably goes home, cries himself all the way home.
Cry
Probably
myself
does.
to sleep.
Yeah, anyway. Sorry, mate. Back to your question. How are you, man?
Not too bad. Firstly, happy birthday to Kylie.
Yes, it was a pretty good birthday for her. Yeah, probably by this time for the show, she would have seen a few other surprises and stuff. But
Well, it's better than this time last week for her, so yeah.
yeah, no, it was a pretty bad time for her. That's why I've tried to go out of my way a little bit more and try and make it a little bit better for her.
Gee, you're a good egg.
I know, one of them.
You got that right, Egg.
Egg.
Smell like egg.
You try to, you try to do the right thing and look after her. So, anyway, this show's not about me. It's about yeah. What's your question, man?
I've got a two-pronged question, actually.
Yeah,
so, the first one, the first question is, who's been your surprise packet so far this year? And I asked this saying that 3 teams in the top 8 have had a bye, 4 teams have had 2 byes, and 1 team hasn't had a bye yet.
And Corey's had many.
How come you gone silent, Jace?
I got nothing.
All right, my surprise package, I will be honest, is Canberra, and I'm actually enjoying it. I didn't think they would be going as good as they are. Anyone else?
It's Canberra as well. I like the way they've been playing.
I thought they would have been down the ladder a bit, but surprise they're up there.
Bulldogs.
Yes, that's it.
The comeback kings.
Well, Bulldogs have had 2 buys though, so yeah.
And Canberra has
the way they're playing. Yeah, the way the Bulldogs are playing, they deserve to be on top. And Canberra, like being a Raiders supporter, they have surprised me so far. But they're the only team without a bye yet, and I think it's next week they get their first bye. So yeah.
Well, that's what I say to Kylie all the time. Well, you're being playing, you deserve to be on top tonight. But
yeah.
Anyway,
the second part of my question was who's disappointed us this year, or who's not gone as well as they have?
You don't want me to answer that question.
Yeah, I know what you're going to
say. Panthers
but,
big
I mean,
they are.
Yeah, well,
it'd be easy to say the Eels or the Titans. You know, the Titans have had 2 buys and they're sitting on the bottom. It'd be easy to say them or, Tigers. I mean, Tigers are 13th. They're going okay, but in the bottom 9, you've got Broncos, Roosters, Panthers. So,
Well, there you go. You hit the nail on the head there, Jace. I think the Broncos have been quite disappointing, especially in the last couple of months.
Yeah, the Panthers too. You've got to put them in there, but I mean, they have lost a lot of players, but I thought they would be doing better than what they were. And I mean, Kylie will be first to that as well. And I'll put my hand up and say my team, the Knights. I thought we'd be doing a lot better than what we are. That's for sure.
What's going on at the Broncos with the players? The players at the Broncos didn't want Kevy Walters. They got rid of him, got Maguire in. They don't want him.
A little bit of Hollywood fever, if you ask me. I think they need a little bit of pulling in the reins.
Yeah.
Anyone else agree?
Yep.
So, yeah, I think it's a cultural thing. It can't be the coach. It can't be 2 coaches. Or how many are they going to go through before they get it right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, who's running the ship there? Is it the players? Is it the board? Is it the coach? You don't know.
By the looks of it,
at the moment, it's the players.
Oh, sorry, the players and the coach is just going to take the
brunt of it.
Are you Madge Maguire? Are you sitting there thinking, shit, maybe I should have stayed Origin coach?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, one good year, you don't know what he would have done the second or third year, but he wanted the NRL coaching gig again, so he got rid of that and jumped on, and he probably thought he had an easier job to deal with the Broncos, but it's turned out to be a hard one.
Here's an easy idea: the ones that are not online, drop them in the reserve grade.
Yep.
Things will change. That'll set an example, and you want your spot back. You got to work for it. I mean,
you got to earn it. I mean, Reece Walsh is walking back in this week, isn't he? I mean,
I haven't looked at the
sheet. He's the one that's been in bad form, but yeah,
I don't agree with that. He should have to work his way back for Q Cup.
Exactly. They've only had one player this year putting in every week and playing well, and that's Payne Haas. Everyone else needs to be fighting and scrapping for their position, but they got the Titans this week, so see what happens.
Yeah, true. All right, buddy. Hopefully that's answered your question, and you are in the draw for the caller of the week for Sayers Inc. tattoo voucher, or the $200 cash, thanks to Sayers Inc. and the Nighttime Podcast.
Too easy. Good talking to you guys. Kylie, happy birthday, and get that swear jar for Courtney.
We will.
I think we need one for Smitter as well.
Oh yeah, I
Especially
did
with
let.
the F-bombs.
I did let one go.
Right. I let one go last week.
Oh, it's just.
Yeah, but that's just one.
It's passion.
That's just one.
That's it. It's passion, and things are getting up driving. Or this probably should be Chris's segment, but what's driving my goat? What's getting up my goat? But it's passion, like you said. It's not just. It's just let slip with the passion. But yeah, I do have to rein it in. I do apologise to any
slip of the tongue, hey.
Any religious people or people that don't like the cursing, kids. Or kids. Excluding Porsche. But we'll save that for Saturday night. But anyway, mate, Enjoy the show.
Good to
and
speak to you all again, and yeah, we'll catch up one day.
don't forget the Saturday show live this week on at 6 o'clock on Saturday. There's going to be some really good stuff to bid on, and tell your mates about it.
For sure. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, man.
See you, Jace.
Cheers, bye.
Bye. All right, guys, time for caller number 2. Who we got there?
This is Skello from Curry, mate.
Hey, buddy, another Curry boy. How are you, man?
Yeah, good, mate, good.
Mate, what's your question for us, champion?
Mate, my question, mate, I watch a bit of the Super League there in England, matey, and my biggest question to Newcastle is why they let go of Will Price so easily, mate.
That's music to Smitter's ears, mate.
Yeah.
Mate.
Yeah. He's been killing it over there, eh?
Oh, mate, highlights are just phenomenal. You know, kids playing fullback. You know, like understandably, mate, a lot of the Aussie boys go over there. I guess when they're sort of slowing up in their age, matey, to get a bit more game under their belt. But mate, that kid is just flying over there, playing fullback.
I think we let go of him too easy, and rather than work with him, we just went.
100%.
You know, I would have rather him said, let's keep him, let's work with him and see what. I think that. Well, Joey John says it too. Pete Mataudia, we all know Pete Mataudia's been played for Newcastle, played for St George, played for a few English teams over there. He said he's played with him,
mate.
played against him, and he's the only bloke he knows that can create something out of nothing like he does. And I would have liked to have seen us hold on to him, but I also look at a club like Penrith that really need a 5'8". I reckon he could go well under Ivan Cleary and outside of Nathan. I would like to see the young kid in a system like that.
Mate, mate, all in all, watching his highlights, watching the games, I think over in England, mate, he's killing it in the one spot. But, mate, he's wearing the 6 jersey over there, so I'm assuming that he likes the number, matey, and I'm assuming that's where he wants to play eventually. But, big disappointment that he was let go so quickly, matey, without even given a real chance.
I know people go, they'll say, but he can't defend the area. Work with him. Have it.
100%.
Isn't that why you have a defensive coach, to work with these type of players and build them into that? Like he would have been on peanuts, so we had him for next to nothing. And I say to you, well, our halves issues this year. Why couldn't we throw him in? Probably done better than
big talking point with a lot of fans and a lot of supporters, matey. On all the pages is asking that question. Like before they let him go. Why aren't they giving him a crack? 100%. He might be a bit iffy on the defensive side, mate, but he's still a kid.
That's right.
And I don't think a lot of people understood that he was still only a young bloke that come from England where
away
it's
from
not
the family and everything.
100%, mate. And to come over here and to adapt to our way of life, understanding the structures and everything else within the Knight system, I think, mate, another 12, 18 months, I reckon he would have been cracking first grade, mate. I reckon young Sharpie plays at the 1, and I reckon he plays at the 6, mate. I reckon, and I think we go really well there. But
I'm not saying a word. Like you just, I totally agree. Boys, Courtney,
he was killing it in reserve grade, so they just didn't want to give him a shot.
Now, why? Ask that question. Why? Has he got nude pictures of Adam O'Brien, or what's he got? Because here's another thing, another bloke that's not getting to go. And you'll have a look as we do the team list later. Jackson Hastings is still not named in the side, even though Tyson Gamble's out with a broken hand. So that now,
mate, he's named at 18.
Yeah, so he's more.
They put him at 18 and put Cogger back at 7, Sharpie back to 6.
Oh, no disrespect to Jack Cogger, he's a great guy, played well at Penrith, but he's just not a fit for us.
Mate, he had structures at Penrith playing under Luai and Cleary. He was coming on as that third wheel, mate, just to sort of create that extra little spark as a smaller 13, mate.
We won the grand final.
Good backup half. But, mate, unfortunately,
Sorry. I was going to say he didn't win the grand final, but he was instrumental in that last 25 minutes.
That's right. When Luai went off, he come straight on.
Yeah.
And Luai even said the same thing. He said when he went off and he come on, he changed the game. And I mean, that's a pretty big call to hear from someone like Luai to say that. But you go back to when he was at our club before he left. He didn't fit in. But then he goes to the Dogs, didn't fit in. But then he goes to Penrith, bang. Fit perfect.
Yeah.
You look at what's old Bloodnut that used to play for us last year. What's his name? Jenkins.
Oh, yeah.
Played at Penrith. Played well. Come up to us last year.
Yep.
Couldn't do
Stuck in
anything.
reserve grade.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it goes back there now. He's killing it again.
Yeah.
So that's where, I'm very disappointed that we couldn't hold Will Price, but I would like to see him in a system like at Penrith or Storm.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Where their structures are very direct as to what their role is to do, not to have that sort of free reign and then try to direct the traffic, have a structure set in place and just go, mate, this is your job and this is what you do.
It's the same with Kai Pearce-Paul. They sort of let him go too early, too quick. I think, you can't defend that. Another Pommy, and I spoke to him probably 3-4 months ago, and I said, mate, you staying? He goes, I bloody hope so. I don't want to leave. I mean, he wants to stay at the club. He's going to be better and better. We just got to work with him. Yeah, they might have signed him at staff for too much money, but hey, negotiate with him and say, look, I want to keep you, but you're not worth that kind of money. We need to drop you back. Yeah.
But didn't he come from England, mate? Didn't he come from the Super League as a left edge defender?
Yeah.
And he's been put on the right edge.
100% he will.
He was good.
You know what I mean?
Goes back to the old saying, coaching wrong, wrongful coaching.
Mate, if it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, I get, you might have another player on there that might have the same, I play on the left as well, whatever, but it's, I don't know, put him back on the left, I reckon he'll kill it. You'll go to the Tigers and you'll be a better player. And some other club, like the Storm or, a structured team, will then pick him up again, I reckon, and you watch him shine.
Watch him thrive,
Hopefully that's answered your question for your champion, and you're in the draw for the caller of the week for the Say Zinc Tattoo voucher or the $200 cash thanks to Nighttime Podcast. And big shout out to you, mate, for helping us out with the fundraiser for the young kids on the weekend, buddy.
Mate, absolute pleasure, mate. As I've always said, mate, same mind frame as you, buddy. If someone's in need, mate, and we can help, then we put our hand up and we do so.
100%, mate. That's the only way to do it. And we've got. Well, actually, we'll show it later, but we've also got we're going to donate from the show and the foundation a signed Knights jersey framed. So we're going to throw that in as well.
Massive shout out, mate, to the Maitland Pickers and Matty Lantry. They've donated a 2025 Sleepy Day jersey signed by first grade, and
nice, champion, legend,
and got hold of Sarah Peterkin and Peter McDonald from the Curry Bulldogs seniors, matey, and they're going to drop some merch as well for us, matey. So if anyone's listening and they're interested, matey, we'll have some pictures up hopefully in the next day, and
legend,
and we can get people bidding on them so we can get these kids some coin, eh?
That's the go, mate. We've set a goal. And I'll even raffle off some of the crew members if I have to. I want to hit 10 grand. And that way we'll give 5 grand to each kid, each family. So anything above that will be even better. But let's do it. Excuse me. All the local community, even if you're not local, you want to donate a couple of bucks or donate something to the auction, whatever you can. Let's get together and let's get the 10 grand to split up between these kids. And
100%, mate.
But mate, appreciate everything you've done for us too also. Myself and a few of the others are working on some pretty good stuff coming in the next couple of days. So stay tuned.
Awesome, mate. Absolute pleasure.
Too easy, buddy. So 6 o'clock Saturday, mate, jump on and have some fun, and you never know what we're going to get up to.
Easy, Smith. Good on you, Blake.
Later, brother. Champion.
Appreciate the time.
You too, mate.
See ya.
See you, mate.
See you, Blake.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys, time for caller number 3. Who we got there?
Hello, team.
Oh, g'day, Simon. How are you, mate?
I'm okay. How are you?
Just okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a bit fabulous, but that's okay.
Oh, that's yeah. No, we're good, mate. We're pretty good. Can't complain.
Who's in the team?
Oh, the Silver Fox.
He swam all the way back, did he?
I swam all the way back with my web feet. Yep.
Got
But
the
swimmers would still work, Gary. But well done.
we got Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Hey, Simon.
We got Chunks.
Oh yes. Hello, Corey. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Simon. How are you, mate?
Not bad for an old fella.
Good, mate. Good.
And we've got Courtney on the end, and Christopher is in the panel.
Hello, Courtney, and hello, Christopher, darling.
Hello, Simon.
Hello, how are you?
Very, very big happy birthday to the crazy lady.
Yes, thank you on her behalf. I'm sure she had a pretty good day.
Yes. In fact, Terence and I are having a milestone coming up soon. I think it's 4 years since the day we met.
Oh, okay. Where did you meet?
Well, we actually met at a bar. It was called the Dirty Sanchez Club. I was standing. Excuse me. I was standing there, and he came right up behind me, whispered in my ear, and asked if he could push my stool in. And the rest is history.
And you said yes?
Well, my stool was obviously in the way, so I asked if he could push it in, and the rest of it, as I said, is history.
Was this a gay bar?
Why would I be in a gay bar?
Oh, it's better than a Boston steamer.
Oh.
You would know.
4 years since we met, and we sat back that night and got to know each other, and had a few shandies, and it's been a wonderful journey.
Oh, that's lovely. That's really good. Glad to.
So what are you doing for your 4-year anniversary?
Oh, I don't know. I think there's a new pub that's opened up around the corner. I think it's called something like the Glistening Ball Gag or something. I don't know. So we're going to go check that one out. Apparently there's a lot of people there that wear leather, and he seems to like that.
Hey, if you're ever in town at Oxford Street up in Sydney, there's one called the Toolbox you should probably check out.
Is that next to the Vassallo bar?
Yeah. Yeah, well, he has been there. Anyway, what's your question for us, champion?
Well, I just wanted to find out, do you think it's just best if we start playing the Knights games in the hospital? It would save a lot on transport costs and things like that, and just have it all good to go. 'Cause honestly,
Well, maybe we should just move the new hospital next to the stadium.
it's a bit of a black breakfast, isn't it?
Yeah, well, young Tyson was in there today or yesterday for surgery.
What did you do to him?
Oh, nothing yet. But if it's not surgery, it's suspension. So, we can't. We couldn't bloody win a chook raffle this year.
When they've got rid of their depth.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of a dog's breakfast at the moment, isn't it?
Yes, but just think now you'll have 2 players next year taking up half the salary cap, so that'll be worthwhile, won't it?
Yeah, well, they're right. It's not a one-man team. It's going to be a 2-man team next year, isn't it?
Oh, Premiership, here we come.
Oh, well, chances are Dom Young will be back after the Roosters game.
Yeah, straight after Roosters game, because that'll be Origin over with. So,
Yeah, that's good, because we need someone else to stuff up in defence. So, and by the way, how does Tom Cant still get a game? That guy must have hands made of, like...
I don't mind Tommy Cant. A lot of people give him stick, but I don't actually mind him. Like, he's not setting the world on high, but we've got to remember still, he's still only a kid too.
He couldn't catch syphilis from Christopher, so I just...
So they didn't have no glue on their hands, mate. Is that what you're saying?
I think it needs a bit more than glue. I think some gorilla snot or something on there.
They reckon Gates is good anyway. Yeah, but these only young fellas too. Like, I know Dylan Lucas is probably around the same age and progressing better, but Tommy Cant's not too bad.
I don't mind him.
Yeah, he's all right. As you said, he's solid, but not
since every week there's at least 2 players that can't handle the ball. I mean, maybe we should come up and give them some ball handling skills.
Yeah, well, actually, you'd probably be a good ball coach. You've had some skills with it, so yeah, no, I couldn't.
Pierce Paul. If it's not Pierce Paul, it's Marzio. And if it's not Marzio, it's even Dane bloody Gagai. So
Yeah, we're having our issues, that's for sure. I can't argue with that. Yeah, I honestly think, it's a tragic year for not just the fans, but some of the players, and it's only getting worse. But, we'll still turn up on Thursday night and have our fun. But
maybe you should be going to the Leather Club if you're that much of a masochist as Big Denis. So
if the wife wants to go to Leather Club, we'll go to Leather Club.
No women allowed.
I don't want to think about that, Dean, but I think you'd look wonderful in a pair of arseless chaps, just to be honest.
You're only human, Simon. You're only human. Hey, speaking of arseless chaps,
yes,
aren't we supposed to be doing a calendar this year, boys, for next year?
Apparently.
Oh, please don't put Gary in them.
What, the arseless chap?
He's a
It
centrepiece.
looked like a pair of saddlebags hanging out the back of a motorbike, wouldn't it?
Oh, someone would think we got the Golden Girls calendar.
That's why he's missed July.
And then Blanche.
And then plenty more nicer behind. Even Chris's, I think, would be better than Gary's.
Oh, well, you never know. We could get him in December or something. We might be running out of people for months. So, but saying that, we've got Mark on the panel now, so he can't miss out.
No, he can do that as well. And if worse comes to worse, you could always throw Delwyn on the cover.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll get on to that, eh?
She's not a penthouse pet.
Just a
Not
pet.
But I heard things about you and her, Corey.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know if the rumours are true or not.
Well, news travels fast in Toorak.
Look, it's a fancy pants place, and yes, we do like to keep up with the gossip.
Anyway, we should get on to this calendar because, we'll do it for mental health, and that would be pretty funny, actually, wouldn't it?
I think it'd be to prevent mental health issues, not create them.
Well, this is true. But the Ginger Cat reckons he's Mr. February, so, yeah.
Oh, it's a fighting for that because my birthday's in February.
Maybe that's why he wants to be it.
The shortest month.
You two can be your Valentine.
What's that, sorry?
That's because it's the shortest month, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, didn't think of that.
Maybe he likes to be the shortest.
Well, I think Mark should be on it because he's the tallest.
Yes, I'm not talking about height.
Oh. You're talking about girth.
Anyway. Thanks for your call, I think.
Big love to the crazy lady. Mwah.
Oh, we'll be.
And go the Knights this week for whatever bloody...
Well, go to the hospital.
Yes, go to the hospital team.
And maybe, wasn't the Storm, what they sponsored by Host Plus or something?
Host Plus, yeah.
Host Plus.
They should come out in some new uniform, just be bandaged up and already ready to go, so...
Oh, bandage bears, eh?
What about their health insurance through NOB?
Yes, yeah. Plug there, eh? Anyway, sorry?
It definitely works. You take care, team. Lovely to speak to you.
Yeah, you too, buddy. Always a pleasure.
See you, Simon.
Oh, we actually have a live show on Saturday night. I'm not sure if you realise, Simon.
Well, I might be at the new Slippery Ball Gag bar, but if we're not, then we'll definitely be calling in, so...
Yeah. No worries. You enjoy the slip and slide, and we'll talk to you again.
Don't forget to push your stool in.
No, thank you for that. No, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
All the best.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Simon.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, always a pleasure talking to Simon. Anyway, guys, it's time. We've got one last call. We're going to do an extra one this week because we've been inundated by calls. So if we haven't got you this week, I do apologise. We just have... Oh, mate, my bag is full of
Won't be
numbers.
when you go inside.
Oh, this is true, but it's full of numbers. So... All right, guys, time for caller number 4. Who we got there?
Yeah, we got Corey, guys. How are you?
Good, thanks, Corey, guys. How are you?
No, I'm not bad, mate.
how are you,
First off, big happy birthday to the crazy lady, and hope you had a good day.
Thank you very much. She has had considering it's a work day, but she has had a good night here with the crew and some of her family, but the rest of the family will no doubt spoil her on Friday. So, yeah.
My question is, should the Newcastle Knights get rid of Adam O'Brien because he cannot get this team out of their current slump and cannot produce any attacking football?
Yes. Mark?
It's only $75 per member, I think. Works out about $2 million.
I think that's a strong yes from Mark. He's already strategized how we can get rid of him. Oh, you know my answer on this. I don't like saying get rid of coaches, but the last few weeks haven't sat well with me, especially coming out blaming the Ponga not playing for our loss. To me, it just singled out that we're a one-man team, and I've been saying for all year that our structure is just set around Kalen, and it just proves that everything's just around KP, which is not good for KP as well.
Yeah.
It's not all about ripping into KP, because that's not what I'm doing, because it's not right here. Maybe if it was structured around some more of the halves and he could be a bit more time to concentrate on his own game. Yeah. So, yeah, the writing on the wall for me, it is time to go. But who do you bring in? That's the next question, Corey.
Yeah, I think it's time for him to go. Yeah, I think he's past his use-by date.
Courtney?
I don't really know what to say. It's a bit of a two-way street. I think there's definitely something going on within the club. There's definitely a culture issue. You've got KP doesn't want to be there, and it's quite evident. A few of the other players are trying their arse off every week, and it just seems that they're not really getting anywhere. And it's unfortunate because you see some of them work really, really hard.
Well, no, so I'm not going to name names, but I talked to a few of the players, and they say to me, like, man, Smitho, man, we're trying our butts off. We really are. It's just not working. And I genuinely believe the ones that I've been speaking to are.
Yep.
You just get that, when someone's sincere, but I think to me, it's back around to the coaching. The way the coaching style set up, how they've got to play, it's not working.
In saying that too, I think another opinion of mine is that the coach doesn't play football, but all these other, like all of the players, they know how to play football. They've been playing it for years and years and years. They should know what to do. If it's not working, why can't they just...
They can't just change it, because then the coach will take them off, say, what are you doing? That's not how we're supposed to do it. So the coach has got to go back to training, and what they train to do, they've got to change that structure, and then they can go back and do it. Well, look at when KP wasn't there and we won. They played really well. It was coached to structure around something different.
Surely the club's looking at this and going, why are we down here when we've made the top 8 the last few years?
Even when we went on the 10-game run, it was focused around the halves.
Yeah.
And then feeding Ponga off the back of that. Not give the ball to him, when he was negotiating. Everyone was just give the ball to Ponga and let him do something.
But you can't.
Well, that's how they played when he was working out whether he was staying or whether he was going. As soon as he committed, then we played the proper halves.
That's right, and that's where we have to. Like you said, the 10-game run. Like there's a lot of congestion and bullshit up against their halves, and they're not this, they're not that. No, they're not. But because the structure of the play is not being directed to them, it's all about Ponga out the back. Now, like you said, we need to feed him early ball. Go back to coaching how we had that 9-game or 10-game run, and to me, I think Stevie Wonder could have seen it last week, that it was O'Brien pretty much in his own words saying we're a one-man team at that press conference. So,
but also, Smitha, during that 10-game run a few years ago, we did have Jackson Hastings in the halves along with Gamble, and there was none of this changing the halves game in, game out as well. So
I honestly think I know Fletcher Sharp's got to be there now, but or did we put him back on a wing? I was happy with the Gamble Hastings combination because it worked. But my only thing was I'd probably put Gamble at 5'8" and make sure Hastings at halfback. That's just my opinion. But even just with the kicking, our kicking game is so
average.
Oh, to say that.
It's the least.
It's ridiculous. At least, Gamble gets a fair flogging from the social media. And some of it, he probably even admit to himself he deserves, but at least his kicking game was a lot better than the rest of them.
I've got a bit of a theory with KP too, like what's got him upset with the club. Do you think maybe it's a bit of a kick in the face, the money they're offering Dylan Brown and signing him to the club?
Maybe,
I
but
don't think he's on the same calibre as KP.
Well, I don't think KP's up to that kind of money either.
Not this year,
No,
no. But in the past, he's been good.
In the
but
past, but the thing is, if you're going to get that each year, you've got to earn that money.
Yeah.
If I go to work tomorrow and I don't perform, I'm not going to be there. I've been there at my job for 20 years. Don't mean shit. If I'm not performing, I'm going to get a kick in the butt.
Yeah.
So my point is, looks like I'm picking on Ponga again, which just happened to be a question about him. But if you're going to be at 1.3?
1.3.
Yeah. Something like that.
You've got to live up to that 1.3. So they're obviously saying that Ponga's the best in the game.
No way.
Well, you have to live up and play to that.
And now Dylan Brown's on the same money, and you've got people like Nathan Cleary. You got Reece Walsh just under Kalen Ponga this year. 1.2, 1.1, 1.2.
Mitchell Moses.
And there's heaps of better players who worth more money.
If the Knights were going to throw that kind of money at a half, I would have said, okay, go hard for Luai before he signed with the Tigers. He's a proven 5'8", proven halfback. He's a 4-time premiership winner, State of Origin winner.
He just needs a strong halfback, and we don't have that.
Well, do you put Fletcher Sharp at halfback? Or leave Fletcher at 6, and we could have signed Luai at 7. Probably would have been better than. I hope I'm wrong, but yeah, when a bloke comes out and says I'm not a halfback, and they were born in to play halfback, that's what rings alarm bells for me.
Yeah.
Especially at $1.3 million.
Yeah, that's insane.
100%.
So yeah, hopefully that's answered your question, mate.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, only you can tell us.
It's just interesting just listening to the various opinions about it. So
yeah, well, I'm not saying I'm right, but that's what it feels. That's what it feels like to me.
it's just so difficult to watch, and it's like I've been a fan of the Knights for so long, and I'm a current member, and it's really embarrassing to wear the jersey now with pride because the players and the coach don't have any pride in that jersey, and that's how it feels when we see them play shit out. So
try having a tattoo. You can't just change your tattoo.
Get lasered.
Yeah, but no, but hopefully we come good soon. Was that? Did you say you had 2 questions?
No, I've only got the one.
Oh, sorry, the other caller. Hopefully that's answered your question, man. You're in the draw for caller of the week, and don't forget the live show on Saturday night.
Yeah, I might actually plan to come up if that's all right with you guys.
Yeah, mate. We should be able to fit in the studio somewhere. Come and have some fun, and we have a signed Knights jersey frame that we are donating as well. The signed Pickers jersey, some Curry Bulldogs gear, plus a few other surprises coming tomorrow.
Don't forget the signed podcast.
Yes, signed podcast picture. That's just what's come in today too. Plus we've got all of our other stuff like the skateboards of the NRL and the pictures and all that jizz as well. So hopefully we can get a bit of cash out of it for the young kids, and Corey's going to lose some hair. God knows what else.
Off which head?
Off his ass.
Anyway.
You want to see me shave my butt?
Oh, Gary wants to do it for
No,
you.
I'll be gone by then.
No, we're doing it first thing. We're doing it first thing, so
I'm coming in late.
I've now got bad images in my head now. Thanks.
Go to bed with that one, eh?
Gary, just choose your words better, buddy.
Like do the hair like the 40-year-old virgin.
Oh.
What, sorry?
Remember the 40-year-old virgin where they ripping the hair off with
Wax
the
a smiley face.
Oh, that's what we should do, actually. We'll get wax strips and do people's legs and that.
Mm.
I'm glad you said 40-year-old virgin, not something about Mary.
Oh,
Is that a
$100 strips off people's legs?
I'm happy because eyebrows down, bald, like legs.
Next minute,
arms.
moving
Legs
on.
and arms.
Moving on.
Spinner's got food for thought now.
No. Moving on. Yeah, we'll catch you Saturday.
All right, take it easy, guys, and have a great show.
Too easy, buddy. Enjoy the rest of the show.
See you, guys. Stay in touch.
All right, guys. Who are we going to have winner? Jay? Mr. Skelton?
Skelton.
All right, champion, you're going through the draw for caller of the week, going through the draw for our end of year show to win the tattoo voucher or the cash. So we'll take a short break and be back shortly. All right, guys, welcome back. And just quickly, we'll just have a quick chat about the weekend. Behalf the Nighttime Podcast, Smitter Foundation, we're donating this signed frame jersey from the Knights. And there's, like we said, there's a Pickers jersey coming tomorrow, signed, the Sleepies one. There's lots of other stuff. We're looking at some stuff, aren't we? I think one of them's an Eels stuff. Poor buggers. So yes, stay
got it
tuned.
cheap.
Yeah, they paid us.
Op shop.
They paid us to take it. Anyway, yeah, so keep an eye. This is going to be pretty good on Saturday night. We're just going to talk a lot of rubbish. And anything and everything can happen. Someone's losing some eyebrows. Yeah.
Butt hair, maybe.
You never know. For the right price, things can happen. It's all for the kids. The ginger cat's going to get a cul-de-sac if we can get enough money. He says $1,000, but I reckon if we get 500, it's gone. Yeah, so you never know what could happen. Yeah, and we'll have a lot of fun along the way, and hopefully raise these kids 10 grand between them. Anything over that will be even better. But I have some signed. I got some signed stuff up there too. I'll throw in. I think I got Leo Thompson, Greg Marju stuff. I'll throw in, and excuse me. And I'll do a Smitter Foundation pack up with shirt and Smitter Foundation glasses, a couple other things, and see what else we can get as well. But there's a lot of stuff coming. We've been working pretty hard on this for the kids. But when you're fighting with other mobs for donations too, it does make it hard because there's so many people out there in a bit of a struggle at the moment. But we're going to have a lot of fun and help the kids along the way.
That's all. That's what it's all about.
It's all about the kids. So can't say no to the kids, can you, Corey?
That's right.
Just remember that Saturday night.
Under a gutful.
Yeah, so just quickly, we've got some winners too.
Yes, mate. Just quickly, the workplace of the week this week, week 12. Well, Jimmy Hendry, All Out Roofing and Maintenance. Got him.
Shout out to All Out Roofing and Maintenance, fixing our roof in a couple of weeks as well. So good on him.
Yep. And our second one with our motorised Esky, the 49cc, that I would love to want to give this away at the end of the year. Wouldn't you want to, mate?
Oh, I'm happy for someone to win it and donate it back to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, if you're out there, Smitter Foundation, or do a trade, some glasses and some sauce, you never know.
This week's winner is Mitch Stevens.
Good on you, mate. And
the last one, mate, our photo competition every week that we do from Shadow to Fairhall, those two lovely fridges we're going to give away as well. This week's winners, mate, is Kensley Kayla Karua with a photo with her little boy. And the next one is Catherine Vick, photo with Dylan Lucas with her son. So
nice. Also, our workplace of the one, we've opened it up to sporting groups too, because a lot of people donate their time and work for the club. So it's the same type of thing. So if you're out there and you have a club, get on it. I mean, what better fundraising thing for your club than, you know, the workplace voucher
right.
And the, you know, for your team you get the lunch from Next Level Takeaway. So
yeah, thanks to our good mates at Hip Pocket as well. So.
Yeah,
and
John,
also with the photos, just get out there and be creative this week, guys. So
yeah, that's it. We're going to be at the footy. If you see us, come and get a photo. Bang, straight in. You're probably going to get through. If you get one with him, you get double word score. Double points.
Why not?
Because you got two ads.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not born from.
Anyway. All right, guys. Courtney, that's you taking off early tonight.
Yes, I have
Um,
tending to do.
So thanks for coming on. We'll see you Saturday night.
That's right, thank you.
And we'll take a short break. Be back shortly. Alrighty. Time for the week that was. Brought to you by Harry Schnitzels. Yum yum. The Knights. Excuse me. I'm looking at the wrong sheet, guys. I'm looking at this week.
There you go.
Corey.
Dragons 20, Knights 6.
Yeah. Next one. No. Dragons deserved the win. Played really well. Glamour played well. We played poorly.
No, we didn't have Ponga.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Apparently. Yeah. That's why we lost.
Dragons.
Just quickly, there's a new Guth Arena. It's now called the Burger. They're calling him the Burger King because he scored that try. They did a little thing of a burger, so he's now called the Burger King.
Pass.
Anyway, would you eat that burger?
No, I wouldn't eat him. No.
Yeah, not much to say about that. It's a dismal game for us. Moving on, we've got to brush this one. We're running a bit late tonight. Titans 16 went down to the Storm 28. I thought Storm were pretty poor.
Yeah, Titans were okay for a bit, but they were never going to match it.
You know, you would expect the Storm to win by a lot more than that. But
They're going to have to do.
Win's a win.
We're going to have to do a lot better to get to be in the top. Well, not top 4, but to at least win the comp.
Cowboys 32 outlasted the Tigers 28.
It was a pretty good game to watch.
If they didn't have them Simmons and stuff, things could have changed. Is it the time the Tigers are starting to turn it around? Time will tell.
They've always been there or thereabouts. It's just they need to clinch the games.
Yeah, true. Very true. Eagles 34 beat the Broncos 6. I didn't see that coming.
Couldn't have been happier.
Well,
I didn't really care who won that game, to be fair.
Nah. Tipping wise, I did, but other than that,
Yeah.
Rabbits 30 went down to the Warriors 36.
The Warriors is going from strength to strength. Unfortunately, with Barney out now.
Yeah, that could change things. Hopefully not. Panthers 18 done the Eels 10.
I thought you guys had a real good chance at this one.
That was a good game. To be honest, they were two good teams.
Yeah, belting each other.
And you know what? Excuse me. Must give credit to Jason Riles and Mitchell Moses. They gave credit to Penrith and said they were just too good. That's the team they are. They just put you and grind you out. And they gave full credit to Penrith. And that I like that in a coach and a captain, that when they lose, they can just credit the other team as well. So that shows.
And if Penrith can stay consistent like that, look out.
One thing I found pretty odd, Bud, is they dropped Paul Alamotti and kept Jesse McLean in. Honestly, I rate Paul Alamotti. I think he's one of the best centres in the game. So that was interesting. Roosters 24 went down to the Raiders 26.
Come back for the Raiders again.
And
Close game.
Raiders very, very impressive, to be honest, this year. On to this week's game. Team List Tuesday, brought to you by Extreme Go-Karts.
Vroom, vroom, vroom,
Warners
vroom.
Bay.
Can't wait.
Knights up against the Sea Eagles on Thursday night at, I called it Energy Australia Stadium in Evan Hall.
Did you?
I called it Marathon. So.
Or the old
Flashback.
ISC.
Yeah, and I actually put a post up on it, and Kylie goes, "What's Energy Australia?" I went, "Oh, shh." Anyway, Kalen Ponga's back in the side.
That means they're going to lose again.
No, he should win then.
Greggy Marju's got to be close to coming back, wouldn't you think? I know McCarthy, Fletcher Hunt's been playing well, but sorry?
They gave him such raps under the high ball and how good he was at that. And I think he dropped just about every second one.
Dropped a few. I've still been think for a young kid. He's going okay, but
he was competing, which is something we don't do much in the high ball.
I still would have brought Greggy Marju back in. Obviously, he's not.
Just quickly, congratulations to Elijah Salisa Lilimona for his making his debut.
Very well said. The one I just know I'm a bit concerned about our bench. There's not a lot of depth there, if you know it.
Not a lot of grunt in there.
I just...
Experience.
Yeah.
Look at number 10.
Yeah. Well, Brad's...
Finally.
Finally, yeah. He can give me that jersey. I would have just thought, isn't he out of suspension now, Tyrone Thompson?
Well, if he is, he's playing New South Wales Cup.
Must have would have thought I'd like to have seen him on the bench there. And number 14, Jaden Brayley. I'm sorry, I have not been impressed with him at all this year. Yeah. Manly, I reckon Manly's going to give it to us this week. I'm sorry. It hates me. Though I can't believe I'm saying it, but I think Manly are going to do us. Luai Hopewadi. Hamali.
Olakawatu.
Travojevic.
It's a very consistent outfit every week they've run out.
Cherry Evans, Luke Brooks, Gary.
The Eagles.
Mark.
I can't say it.
I know.
It's always you support Newcastle and any team playing
Manly. Yeah.
I just don't think we can win.
I don't think we ever.
I can't say the other one.
I honestly think they're going to put a big score on us too. You look at the teams, why Jackson Hastings needs to be there, and our go forward might be a bit of a letdown for us. Hopefully, I've been, a lot of people have been bagging Brady too, but I thought he's been pretty solid lately, personally. But anyway,
Get on the Knights. They're probably $6 on Sportsbet.
Maybe we should put a lazy 10 on it.
$2.80 at the moment, but that'll float.
Anyway,
I'd like to say Knights, but I think the Eagles will win this.
Storm up against the Cowboys down there at Amy Park. Is that what's still called now? Amy Park?
Yes, Amy Park, yes.
They all change. Storm too good for me.
Yeah, same with me.
Storm.
Good to see. I'm a big fan. There's another thing. Okay, you know what I said about we need a forward? What if we throw some money at Nelson Asafa Solomona?
Good idea.
He's lost his edge from what he was. He used to be that enforcer, but he's been quiet lately.
Might need a change.
Sea change.
I love the bloke.
And why?
I reckon he's great.
Look at it. You look at all the you look at Josh King, that's left the Knights. You look at Max King, who was a Newcastle junior.
Yeah, all played for. Max King played for the West Red Dogs.
Yeah.
Storm.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, Storm. Dragons and Dolphins. Sorry, the Dolphins and Dragons up there at Queensland. This could be a better game than anyone people think, but I think the Dolphins will take this on. But if the Dragons play like they played last week and capitalise a little bit better again,
could be a good game.
Yeah, they could pull the Finns down.
It's probably nearly game of the round in terms of closeness and scoring potential off both sides.
I like it actually.
Christian
I really
Tibolito returns, and he's a big try scoring machine.
And Raymond for Tua Mariner finally gets his chance again. So,
when Ray Stone was playing for Parry, he played but nothing major. Goes up there and
kill.
Giving him big raps.
100%. I'm going to take the Dolphins in a close one.
Same here.
I'm going to get Dragons. I think the form they showed last week
might get.
I would like to see them win personally, but yeah.
I'd love to see the Dragons win.
I'm not asking you. I know that one. The Raiders and the Bunnies. I'm going to take the Raiders here. I can't go past them. I think they're playing some exceptional football, and they deserve that break after this week.
Raiders to go strength to strength.
And Josh Papali's playing.
Yeah, he's breaking the all-time record for the Canberra's most number of games. So,
good on him.
Yeah.
Raiders to me, guys.
Raiders.
Yeah, probably Raiders.
Raiders.
I'd actually think this is going to be a pretty good game. Tigers up against Penrith there at both their home grounds in Combank Stadium. All the Origin stars are back for Penrith, but they're still missing Paul Alamotti. I don't understand what's going on there.
Is he injured?
I don't know. I really don't know.
That's your homework.
Yeah. If he's on the outer, chase him, Newcastle. Handy goal kicker too.
Yeah, he held the team together when Cleary was there.
Yeah.
Surely he wouldn't be on the outer though.
Oh, mate, he's a gun.
No one wanted him.
Yeah, no one wanted him. Yeah, you're dead right. He went to Penrith and he's killing it.
Exactly.
I would have him. Well, you know, when you said about building your side, he'd be one of my centres. I know it's a big call, but yeah, him and Stephen Crichton would be my centre pair.
100%, buddy. 100%.
And then you look at your backups for your kicking too. You know, you got a team stack that can kick. Yeah, well, I'm going to take the Panthers because I'm not brave enough to go against the wife. No.
She's not here.
She watches it, but no. If they can improve on last week, Penrith, they're going to go, yeah, they'll go on and win this one. Any team that's got Moses Leota, Nathan Cleary, Dallin Edwards, Brian Tuttle. It's
Liam Martin, Yo.
Oh, Marta.
Been there too long, together, too long.
Yeah, and big raps on number 16, Luan Patea. He's playing some good footy too.
He is,
guys?
Penrith.
Yeah, Penrith. They're both really good sides on paper.
100%. 100%.
Should be a good game as well.
Actually, you say the Dolphins and Dragons might be a game, but this one might be a game around for closest as well.
And that's on Sunday, is it?
Yeah.
I know what we'll be doing Sunday. Yeah, even like you look at Tigers, you know, Stafford Tower's been playing some great football.
Yeah, I'm going to go Penrith, bud.
Yep. All right, the Broncos and Titans. Oh, I don't know. Is this going to be the upset of the round?
Is it a game anyone cares about?
Well, it's a night game, so yeah, they'll probably win. I don't know. I just got a feeling if there is going to be an upset this week, it's going to be this one. But yeah, I'll take Broncos, but not confidently.
Yeah, same.
I'll go for the upset, Titans.
I was tempted. I was really tempted.
Got to be a point of difference somewhere.
And the Sharks on the Warriors. I hate to do this, but I'm going to take the Sharks. I really don't want to do it, but I think the loss of Barney's too big. They might struggle here. Guys?
Warriors.
I hope you're right. I really do.
Yeah.
Third versus fifth.
Warriors have got the flair. The Sharks have they've been consistent without being amazing.
Yeah, true.
They've been grinding out wins, haven't they?
I'm hoping you're right. I really am pushing for the Warriors. I'd love to see them do it. Taria Martin.
Yeah.
Back.
Taria Martin, yeah.
Fisher's in, but yeah, I don't know. It's time will tell. I hope they go well. I really do. And the last one for the week, the Bulldogs up against the Eels.
Dogs for me.
Dogs for me. Kurt Mann ended the start side at 13, which is good for the Dogs fans. Saying that, Parramatta played some good footy last week.
They're getting better and better.
Yeah, so this might not be as easy win to the Dogs as people think they are. This could be put down to the wire, I think. But Crichton, if Crichton's on, Burton's on, and then you got Kurt Mann, too much attack for me. If the forwards can match it with it, it's too much. And the Dogs, guys, I'm not even asking you, Mark.
They're again both really, really good sides on paper.
100%.
And you're right. It won't be. I don't think it'll be a blowout.
No.
And the Eels might even get the upset here.
That's another one. Your dead set could be right, but
I do love the Doggies. So.
I think they might just have that little bit extra too much attacking flair.
A bit like Penrith. Just had that last little bit.
Yeah.
One good thing about Para is like times gone by, once they started losing or whatever, or in the 50th minute, they just sort of laid down and didn't want to play. They're playing right up to the bell now.
Fair enough.
Which is good.
Yeah, I'll take Dogs. Dogs, Eels.
Dogs.
And that's that for this week's game.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Extreme Indoor Go-Karts. Cannot wait to get out there. All right, guys, time to wrap it up. Brought to you by Sozing.
A big show tonight, guys.
Big show, yeah. Was a big show. Mark, appreciate what you and Kate done for the lovely wife. I really do.
Lovely.
Everyone on the panel too. And all the help everyone's been doing for the kids on the weekend. So, yeah, anyone else? Anything?
No, yes, actually, one quick special mention tonight. Yes, my sister turns 50 today as well, so raise the bat. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, so still chasing some auction items or donations anyone wants to. We've still got a few days before we start, but share around, get everyone involved, and can't wait. But yeah, happy birthday, Kylie, and thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Gary, Mark, Corey, Courtney, Chris, the crazy lady Adam, and Marchie. Oh, I forgot Marchie. Chad, yeah.
James,
and yeah, anyone else haven't mentioned the sponsors?
Porsche,
Porsche, and all of our listeners.
Yeah.
Not until next week, but until Saturday.
It's all about league.
I like bald, skinny men. Take 2.
You're on, Marchie.
I'll beg him for a pegging.
She's probably still pooing.
Oh.
Should I?
Something about Darwin's clown purse, was it?
All right, guys. What number was it?
3.
All right.
You sure you said all that jizz, not jazz?
You did.
Who said that?
You.
Did I?
And all that jizz.
Did you say all that jizz?
Me and Mark just looked at each other.
Wait, you did.
I didn't hear it.